up, everybody? Welcome back to another Art of War Streamhouse. If you remember me, I am the Lord of the Omnissiah, Jack.
The internet moves past you very quickly, Siegs. You're old news. Old news.
I'm glad to be back today and bringing out the Adeptus Mechanicus once again. Metallica Veteran Cohort, a list that I really love to play. Complex, it's fun, it's got a lot of tricks.
How many buffs can you stack on one unit of Rangers?
As many as you want, Jack. You just keep stacking.
Just keep stacking. 20 buffs, 30 buffs, 40 buffs. You know, you can't go wrong.
When you ask your AdMech opponent what buffs does that unit have, and they say all of them, he means all of them.
He means all of them.
Caps, underlined, exclamation points.
Exactly.
So
I mean, yeah, it's a lot more of an interactive list than some people have been playing with AdMech. A lot of sit back and shoot, whereas you're going to be taking the center of the board, or trying to.
Definitely trying to.
So I'll be playing the Sisters of Vahl, the Adeptus Sororitas. We got Argent, Shroud, and Bloody Rose. A lot of melee punch, a lot of shooting. We even got the cheeky Exorcist. Got Celestine and Vahl in there. Got my To the Last. Not getting any of them. No To the Last, none.
Okay.
You took Assassinate, I don't care, you're not getting it.
All right, stay in your deployment zone. I'll just rack up primary, deny yours.
100%.
I won't even need to kill them at that point.
Perfect. Deal.
Done. That's how you do a tournament game. No, of course. So we're playing Mission 21, which is Surround and Destroy. It's a Dawn of War deployment, so the long table edge, and then there's 2 objectives in each deployment zone, 2 in the middle. It's a pretty interactive mission.
Yeah.
A lot of fighting over the center, so it should be a good one between these 2 armies, which have a lot of long threat range melee.
A lot of trading pieces, a lot of things that can get in there and start mixing it up in combat. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how it goes. What did you end up picking for secondaries, Jack?
All right. So secondaries, I had 2 that were really easy. Stranglehold and To the Last. The army's built around To the Last, one of the best at it.
Yep.
And Stranglehold on where I have easy access to a bunch of objectives.
Absolutely.
Awesome. The last one was a little harder. I took Raise the Banners. Not super happy with it, but at least it'll force Richard to come out and play.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes you recognize that there's going to be a turn where you're going to lose banner points, but that's only 2 points overall, and you can re-raise them the next turn if you end up clearing the objective. So if you can force some really key units towards you and then get to use the momentum from that.
Plus, you ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing.
You ain't got nothing.
On the other hand, I went for Stranglehold. Of course, it's one of the best secondaries in the game. You see it all the time. Normally, I would take Eradication of the Flesh, but because Jack has the Exorcist, I ended up going instead with Assassinate. Could have went for Grind Them Down, but I wanted to, this is a YouTube stream game. I want to try and go after the characters. It's more fun that way, right?
Hell yeah.
Also,
well, you ain't getting them.
If Jack does commit the characters, they are gone, as John found out.
So Eradication of the Flesh is ordinarily pretty good. You just have to kill more infantry units than I kill of your vehicle units.
Which I take
you have
one and hide
one
it.
vehicle and you jam it in that ruin forever and ever, but that can't save it from the Exorcist. 2 CP, shoot him. 2 CP, shoot him.
Yep.
I don't care about line of sight.
There's some defensive buffs I could put, but by turn 3, it's 100% dead. Doesn't matter, especially on Dawn of War.
And you're getting, if you go first, you could just get a 3 on it.
Good.
It's pretty easy.
We'll see. But I didn't take that. Instead, took Assassinate, and then I went with Retrieve and Nakmandata because we're going to play some of the updated secondaries. So I have a couple 6-man units in here to do it, and then of course I have a bunch of troop units that can do it as well.
Yeah, and anything loaded in the transport can really start getting up the board.
With potential +3
and knockmanding, as they say.
So, gone with some classic ones, but this should be a really good, interesting matchup. Let us talk about a sponsor.
Absolutely. Which one do you want to talk about?
Big Bear 3D.
Big Bear 3D.
Wonderful terrain sponsor, combines the lovely aesthetics of sci-fi terrain with functional tournament formats. So we're playing on my old Richard Ziegler table.
A lot of walls.
It was based around the Pro Tabletop format, but there is a brand new one that is based around the Games Workshop format. I think you saw it last week. John had painted it up. We're going to put some more touches on that as well. But if you want, practice on the GW format, I'm sure they're going to be coming back next year with some more events.
Absolutely.
So,
it's one of the best terrain formats I've played.
Exactly.
And you can just buy it, set it up on your own table, and have more enjoyable tournament games, in my opinion.
Definitely. So head over to Big Bear, check out all the different terrain sets. Most of the coaches have one, and it's related to one of the major tournament formats. And if you're a WTC player, we have a really large European audience. Big Bear's working with WTC right now to create a really cool looking terrain format for them.
All right, sounds great.
I can't wait for that.
Maybe we'll have to get that.
Yeah, hopefully. It's going to have John Lennon's name on it. But so thanks so much, Big Bear, for supporting us. Really excited to play on your terrain. As good, super good as
really just makes games more enjoyable.
I think so.
All right, well let's get down to it. We've already deployed.
Let's go over these deployments.
Let's gimbal up.
You want to do yours first, Jack?
I'd love to. They're really setting the pace. All right. Right over here, we have a whole bunch of Repentia bravely hiding behind a wall, ready to run out and start doing Repentia things to his army. We have Celestine hiding next to the, bravely cowering next to the Sacresants so that she can't be shot. Same thing with Vahl. We have the Exorcist also hiding. A lot of hiding going on. Not
Jack,
a big
don't
fan.
hide against me.
All right, speaking of not hiding, we have 2 Rhinos out in the open. They are going to pre-game move and hide behind that wall right up there. And we have 5 more Retributors hiding right there. And then a bunch of troops and Crusaders. I mean, you get the drill. They're hiding.
Come on, Jack. You should have faith in the Emperor. You don't need to hide.
All right. Well, let's look at your setup. You know, you're not a shooting army. Are you hiding?
I got a little bit going on, but mostly that's just the stuff that's going to hang out in the back. So over here, we've got 2 units of Vanguard that are just going to try and hold down this objective. You have nothing in the reserve, correct?
I have 5 Zephyrim.
5 Zephyrim.
5 sword ladies going to come in and start informing.
Yep, help screen out that. We got 10-man Ruststalker unit here, and then 5 infiltrators up in the middle of the table. And then the Dune Rider has some Vanguard and the Taurasi unit. And then I have a unit of Cerberus Raiders ready to pregame move up here or behind this terrain feature. Jack's favorite unit in the game. And then
well, they're no Hive Guard, you know.
Maybe it's Hive Guard. Then we've got Sulphur Hounds, some more Vanguard, 2 units of Ruststalkers, the big Ranger unit, and then 6 infiltrators hanging out over here.
Sulphur Hounds, that's kind of a unit we haven't seen you.
Yeah, I mean,
we haven't seen you use before.
It's worth testing out. They didn't go up in points because nobody was using them.
Right.
So now they're the same points cost. A unit of 9 is the same cost as a unit of 9 Cerberus Raiders with the data tether.
It's interesting you're playing both.
So I'd like to, just see how it goes. They put out a lot more damage, but have less tricks.
They have a whole bunch of really strong flamer attacks, and then they're better in combat, right?
And they have pistols as well.
And they have pistols as well,
They count as assault when you do.
They're quite scary.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go first or second?
I love going second.
We have a question from the chat.
Before you guys get started too hard with the first super chat of the day, coming in from King Hef.
Hey,
King Hef.
Getting started on the right note.
Still in shock that Azerman wasn't the #1 character. You call yourselves professionals.
Azerman still is.
Who was the #1 character?
Azerman is stuck beneath the foot of the Talnar from the time he got stomped on.
But, yeah, there's no coming back from that.
There's no coming back once you get stomped by the Talnar. And that was when he had damage 1 attacks in combat, Jack.
The Talnar had damage 1?
Damage 1.
Like, it falls on you, that's damage like 6. It's huge.
I don't know. But he's upgraded now.
So who was #1 on that?
Do we want spoilers?
Oh, if you have it.
#1 is on the table right now. #1 name character in the game is on the table right now. We're going to see her in action.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You ready?
Oh, you're going first there, Siegs.
That is unfortunate because I really like second on this mission. And Sisters, they aren't the fastest army anymore.
No, they're not.
Especially if you're not running a lot of the Seraphim. And
so just to be clear, there's some contention over whether Argent Shroud works out of transport. Doesn't, because it's pretty clear that it's meant to, but it also is pretty clear that it doesn't. So we're running right now, since GW ruled it that they do get out of transports and still shoot normally, but GW tournaments are over, so we're going with ITC tournaments, which say that you cannot.
It's funny because in the FAQ, it was asked seven different times, or at least 7 different times, for every single frontline event, and they ruled the same way, that the transport rule overrules Argent Shroud.
So hopefully GW will, I mean, it's been, like a year. Hopefully they'll come out with an FAQ and let you know how they feel about it.
Jack, is this a frequently asked question?
I ask it frequently.
Frequent has a very different definition for these, whoever the FAQ team is. All right, so
No. Questions like, if I move 10, can I move 10 inches? That's a frequently asked question.
We both have pregame moves. Yours is...
mine says if player going first makes their moves first.
Okay, so I do have to make my move first. So we're going to move these Cerberus Raiders all the way up here.
Oh, they're so scary.
Right,
they would be sniping out my characters, but luckily my characters are all next to Sacresants and cannot be sniped.
I'm out of range of the Rhino.
You don't want any of that smoke.
All right, so they're going to move up there, and then the other pregame moves don't really matter. They won't mess with you, but I'm going to just move this Ranger break this way.
Cornering yourself. You'll love to see it.
Caddy corner, baby.
So what's their range? It's 30, 36?
30 normally, but it goes to 36 when I add the Manipulus buff. And they can move 6 inches, but I could make them move 9.
Ugh, bleg.
So...
Do not like.
Jack does like.
No.
Big likey.
No, you will find I do not in fact like.
This was Jack's favorite army for a while in the edition, and I think Tyranids has slowly edged them out for him.
Oh yeah, as I said, Hive Guard, favorite unit to play against. So interactive. If you want to find out my opinions on Hive Guard, among other things, you can watch our top 10 units in the game video. Spoiler alert, but they're on there.
So now he gets to pregame move his Dominion Rhinos, and just as to end outside of 9 of me, or?
Yeah, I do believe there's a 9-inch requirement on it.
I think so, but I'm not 100%. I know there is for myself.
So I can use my extra movement just to go like that.
Yep.
And then I guess this other one is also going to just skedaddle. So what I want to avoid is him wrapping both my rhinos and blowing them up.
Yep.
That would be horrendous, honestly. So
I'm looking at that play right now.
yeah, we are going to leave a little bit more room open to get out. And then we're just going to go like this.
Block it off, yeah, because if he puts them two side by side, I can easily get the Cerberus Raiders around the backside and get these infiltrators up in the front and prevent him from disembarking the next turn.
Here, he's going to get heroicked by multiple characters, and he can't fit through that gap there, so this gives me the most real estate to get out of the vehicle in case he is mean.
Yep, nice and safe play there, because if you did it the other way, I 100% just go and do a lot of damage there.
Oh yeah, and even if you don't kill him, I can't get out, and then I'm sad, and you don't want me sad.
I don't really want you sad.
No, you don't want me sad.
I want you happy.
Hey.
All right, so I'm going to go up a CP, go up to 6. What you got for us, Adam?
Oh, no, good.
Oh, okay. So start of the turn, do I want to pop any tricksy things? Generally, I don't like popping at turn 1. I could have here if Jack was a little less careful with his positioning, but I think I'll just probably pop +1 save army-wide and accept the -3 movement, because I'm just going to be advancing my army up to the center anyway. I don't need the extra movement this turn, and I don't want to be slowed down in future turns.
It's +1 armor save, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not invulns, no.
Okay, just, Repentia questions.
Not
I do get a miracle die. It is a 3. I will reroll that with Litanies of Faith.
Yep.
It is a 4.
Okay. And that's once per battle round?
Once per battle round.
Okay, so you can't roll again this battle round.
This battle round, no.
All right, so can come up here and do all sorts of shenanigans. Don't really want to.
I don't appreciate shenanigans, Richard.
You appreciate the shenanigans.
I really don't. You've been out of the house for too long. I lost my taste for the shenanigans.
So I think what I'll do is for the command phase buffs, we're going to buff up the Rangers with some defensive.
Okay.
The ignoring.
You really don't want me getting in there and starting to do some.
Generally, no.
Some of the Emperor's work.
And then I'm going to give them a plus 3-inch move, and that's because I'm going to just come up over this way, and with 6 inches, should be able to get like a couple guys shooting down that way.
Okay.
And that's enough for me, because otherwise they're not doing anything. But because I have army-wide, the plus is save, I don't need to put that on them to get the 2-ups.
Absolutely. Are you worried I'm going to shoot you in return?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, you can shoot me with multi-meltas, I don't really care.
I do have storm bolters that can do a bunch of mortal
I'm
ones.
taking 2-ups.
Okay.
Mortals, fine.
Do they ignore AP 1 and 2?
Yes.
Bah. Bah.
And then I don't really need any of the other buffs just yet, so go ahead and move these guys. Like I said, this is a dense, correct?
Yeah, it's dense.
Okay, so we're going to move 6 inches. We'll be right here.
So they're ignoring the deprecation of the +1 save, right? They're ignoring the -3 move?
Yeah, they're ignoring the -3 move.
And then you're giving them +3 move, which is very
so
unfair.
they go to move 9, and then they go up to 9-inch, and then they're 7-inch.
All the tricks. Tricks you have to be a robot to understand.
Oop. So they're just going to fly over this way.
They have fly now?
Well, that would be amazing, but no. They're going to be in the... Look,
Rangers also did feature on our top units in the game.
Do you want to tell them how? You want to... That whole explanation of when I talked about...
They're in the trees!
No, but remember when I was telling you about Rangers in the little article that I did?
What's going on? What's this?
Remember where I listed the Rangers under like every category?
Yes. All right, that was pretty great. We did talk about that on the best units thing. About how you list. All right, so here's what happened. We're making a video about like how you want your troops, like good troops, how to recognize good troops, or something about troops. Anyway, or good units, like how do you have a good unit, or how to recognize a good unit, or something. I don't remember. It was a bit ago. But Richard wrote the script for it, or at least listed examples, talking points, things we should remember to hit. And he listed a bunch of different ways that a unit can be good. So he would list something that you want a unit to be good at, and he'd list some examples. So like, you want a unit that's tough, can stand on objectives, like Skitarii Rangers or Custodian Shield Guard. You want a unit that can shoot pretty hard, like I don't know, Kronos or Skitarii Rangers. You want a fast, cheap unit that you can throw away on objectives without it really being a problem, like Witches or Skitarii Rangers. You want a unit that is expendable, like Skitarii Rangers. Like, it's just, it was one of the examples on every single possible category. It was a problem.
So I'm just putting them, they have the Firepoint telemetry cache. I'm just putting them so you come out this way, which means you're going to be in the firing lane of the Rangers.
Absolutely.
And then that you can't walk through, you have to walk through on the sides.
I don't want to be in the firing lane of the Rangers.
I really do. I want you to put all your shooting in the firing lane of the Rangers.
No, thank you.
Please, good sir.
I would rather if that did not happen.
All right, so let's just...
Are you getting handsy with me, Richard? Are you running out in the center?
I might get handsy with you. We're going to find out. So what do you got back there? There's Repentia.
A lot of Repentias, some Sacresants, characters.
Is Celestine up top or is she at the bottom?
She is on bottom.
Okay, so she would be easily be able to heroic.
Yes, heroic 6 inches. Just
if she's up top, it's actually a little more tricky. Now, Repentia can fight on death.
They can.
And is that 2 CP or 1 CP?
I believe it's 2.
Okay, so with 2, I don't mind actually forcing it because I know he wants to use 2 CP on this Exorcist every turn.
Not really, to be honest.
Probably not, actually, to be fair, yeah, not against my particular army. With invulns everywhere and the pluses to save. He'll probably avoid at least turn 1. But I would like to get Jack low on CP. Sisters have some very powerful utility strats. But I think I'll just use them as my screen against the Repentia. So I'm going to create a little U formation.
Making formations, getting in these data patterns.
Oh yeah. Because I know, because you have the character to let them advance and charge, correct?
Yes, I do. And then they charge at 3d6. So it's a very reliable charge.
Exactly. So I'm just going to shift the Rust Stalkers this way and make it so you're going into Infiltrators.
You have Tempercopia in there?
I do have Tempercopia.
Tempercopia.
All right.
Are you worried the Exorcist is going to shoot them away and then I'll charge in?
No.
Okay.
Because I would like you to
you would like that to
spend
happen?
the CP.
Okay. Fair enough.
We'll go ahead and advance Mr. Dune Rider.
Senor Dune Rider.
15. Just going to be up here. Pop. Not touching the tree.
This guy's a jerk. This guy's a jerk.
You like him. We're going to go ahead and do the Retrieve Nachmund in this quarter.
Okay, you cannot fail this one.
Nope, because
you're
it's
using a 5-man troop. So that means that you have to roll equal to or under the number of models in the unit, and you subtract 1 if you are a troop. So even if he rolls a 6, -1 is a 5, he has 5 models in the unit, he's good.
Yep. And that's why you take the 5-man troops. I could have put some into reserve here and forced Jack to do screening, but I have other tools to do that.
Oh god, basic screening.
Well, you're not Nick, so it was going to happen. All right. Now we're just going to shove these Rust Stalkers over like so. And the other troop unit is going to move up and do the same thing.
So those Rust Stalkers, they're scary, right?
They're pretty scary.
They're scary, I don't like them.
They just have a lot of attacks. They can do mortals.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're fast.
Yeah, no problems.
They ignore modifying
clap
penalties to their movement.
And you position the one on the side.
Yeah, so I blocked off with the Dune Rider. This is the fight last guy.
You may have to close that gap because they're small models.
Yep. Cool. Should be good.
And if I charge, so what he's saying is if I charge in and I try and get all the way around here, then I will be running right smack dab into the Tempercopia.
And Jack could and spend 2 CP to fight on death, but honestly I get the CP out of it in that case, and I'm going to turn off his rerolls, and he might not kill this unit.
Yeah, with no rerolls. By the way, my Sacred Right is the Passion. 6 is in combat.
Totally.
Additional hit.
Metallic have a 1 CP strategy, just turn off all rerolls per unit.
Pretty good.
So Jack could come in there with the play, but he's running 8-mans. It's not guaranteed. And then if he doesn't kill them, it's very, very sad.
It's very not good. Yeah, it's very ungood.
So I would rather him, I like having him spend the CP and then come in there and try and do it. We'll go ahead and advance these guys.
So those are more Rust Stalkers?
Yep.
And how scared am I of these guys? I am personally very scared.
I mean, yes, you are very, very scared.
So they're -3 move?
I have 2 units that are ignoring the depreciation. This is the other one.
What even is the point of having the depreciation?
It's so
One asks.
You run the marshals, man. I don't know what to tell you. So this whole maneuver, I'm not expecting to do much damage with them, but is just to get Jack to commit his shooting this way, like I said, into the firing lanes.
Yeah. Yep, don't love it.
So if he commits all of his shooting, he's going to have a really rough time dealing with a lot of the rest of my army.
Yeah, these are some problems that are going to have to be solved in combat, I think.
Probably.
And that's hard. It's not easy.
And is the closest Repentia at the wall or farther back?
Closest Repentia would be around there.
Okay, so much more than 24 inches.
Yeah, let me just, it's 25, because technically you get +1 to your advances.
That is totally fair, thank you.
So the closest one is right there.
So I'm going to just shuffle and make sure it's 100%, more than 25.1 away.
Solid.
Just in case with an advance and charge play, Jack could potentially get some miracle dice that'll help him out there, and I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, blow something up in shooting, get a miracle die, blow something up later, yeah.
All right, so we're just going to go like so, and then the second unit's going to come up behind there.
Why is your army so scary? Why is it so scary?
The thing is, it's pretty subtle though. Like you just see a bunch of T3, units, and you're like, okay, I could probably pick up a bunch of this stuff.
Because this turn you're -3 move, but next turn you could be +3 move.
Exactly.
And then advance and charge.
And a potential advance and charge on a unit. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're just going to shuffle these guys.
Yeah, you can go really, really what they call crazy far.
And we'll advance these guys. This guy fell off. They're just going to hide around over on this side.
Cowards. Cowards.
We'll set up for future turns. But basically, I would love Jack to commit some stuff this turn.
You're making it so I have to. There's no not doing that.
All right, so I think that'll be good. I'll get Stranglehold, and I went ahead and did my first retrieve.
Retrieve that data.
So you're going to go up to 8 commander points?
I will go up to 8 commanding points. And let's look at this board state.
How do you feel about that turn?
That turn, I mean, you forgot to shoot me here, so you want to do that?
Yes, I think only 4 or 5 models can shoot.
Something like that. Yeah, because you got to drive a line of sight.
I could not move farther than that.
Okay, so it looks like those 6 will be able to see.
6?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Jack.
Absolutely.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Obviously not spending any strats here.
Would you like to?
No. So I'm going to be re-rolling 1s, and they have that sweet +1 ballistic skill. They ignore the heavy penalty from Metallica.
Why +1 ballistic skill?
Oh, sorry, they don't have the +1 ballistic skill. Yep.
That too. And then 3s.
3s re-rolling 1 wounds. None of them. AP2 ignore cover. But
oh boy, this is going to pick up the whole unit. 5 ups. Yep, that's the whole unit down.
Okay. That was 6 models.
Yes, Rangers are balanced. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I didn't realize you can get there turn 1. That is it. That's my bad.
But only with the +3-inch move, though. So I had to pop that.
It's true.
I had to pop that on the Mechanic.
Okay, so that was unpleasant. Yeah, that's how we're going to put it. So we have to answer a whole bunch of these questions right now that Siegs is putting to us. We have a lot of threat right in the center of the board, and we have to start dealing with it.
Yeah, why don't we just walk it through, right? Because you actually haven't played too many games against Metallica.
Not that many.
Specifically, it was mostly John.
He can start assaulting through... All this force here can start assaulting me right there.
Yep.
And this force here, all of this is threatening to just crash through and deal with me there.
I have potential fight last here. I have... Sorry. I have a potential fight last there on the Manipulus.
And you have a potential fight. You have a fight last right.
That one requires a strat. This is a relic. These units all move 8 inches. I could give them +3-inch move. Then they're moving 11. And Metallica have a 1 CP flat advance 6. So
and
7.
You have a 1 CP advance in charge.
And I can make it 1 CP. It's 2 for non-troops.
Yeah. But I'm sensing you will only spend 1 on it.
If I'm in the +3-inch move doctrine, then yes.
Right now we have to deal with a bunch of these issues. They have 2 wounds or 3?
2 wounds apiece.
2 wounds apiece. So we have a whole bunch of idiots right here who can run away if I try to charge them, and they most certainly will. And then we have a whole bunch of idiots here who will just... I think I am going to charge in, spend the CP to fight on death, and try and pick them all up.
Okay.
Force you to spend some CP on denying my rerolls, but I think it's fine. I think it's not a big deal. The main thing is, how am I going to deal with all of this? So let's look at the range on the Ranger brick. Get it? Ranger brick. So if I move the Exorcist up, you should not be able to get more than a couple guys in range of it, even maybe none.
I remember I could give them the plus 3-inch move again.
Right. So if you give them the plus 3-inch move, they'll move 6, and that's your range right there. If you also give them the plus 6-inch range.
They'll move 7.
They'll move 7?
Yeah, with -2. 9 minus.
Right there. That's 43.
Yep. And then my gun is 30, but it goes to 36 with the Manipulus.
So I can pretty freely come around the corner here and start shooting down into these units here. Picking some of them up would be nice. And one model is on here. I could also just shoot down 2 different units.
Yep.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I moved so that plan is no longer what we call good.
I scooted the first one over.
So I have to deal with this in combat, and I have to deal with that in shooting. Don't love it, but that's the life we lead, Siegs. It's the life we lead. I will get units out here.
You think you're going to commit all the shooting?
Not all of it, but some of it.
Okay.
Definitely going to commit some of the shooting.
All right.
I mean, I'm using the shooting to get trades, so you're giving me something to trade with. I just have to do it. So, Vahl, with the idea that you can turn off my rerolls, Vahl is going to give herself full rerolls because she's looking to take some shots. If you can turn off my rerolls to hit and wound in combat, then potentially that's no good. But if Vahl moves out to here, she shoots down, she can pick up some fellas because her damage is actually pretty good into them. And then we're going to have a unit of Repentia get the advance and charge nonsense, and we are going to use, we're going to give them Warhim for +1 attack. And if this fails, I will make it pass. That's not, that is how Thousand Suns work. This one I just have to auto pass for 1 CP, which we're going to do.
Okay. Just make sure it goes off.
Yeah, I have, because +1 attack matters quite a bit. So we're going to then use my second preacher, or it's not a preacher, the missionary cast +1 attack, and the Dialogus is now going to cast +1 advance and charge on them. It gives them an extra sacred right. That's the one I'm picking.
Okay.
See if it goes off. It does. And she is going to throw down +1 save on them.
Okay.
That one goes off.
It goes off?
Yep. So they are fully juiced, as we say. And I can spend this and increase it by 1 with a +1 advance, and they will go 12, which is a very easy charge in.
Do you want to just measure the total distance?
Yeah. So I'm going to probably end up doing it off of one of these models back here.
Okay. So from then, that's with the advance?
That is with the advance. Okay. So then I have +1 on my charge, so I would need a 9.
Yep. From a 10, it goes down to a 9.
No, I'm within 10.
Are you?
Yeah. So here to there, I am
still out.
Like that.
Yeah. Out of the rust dock.
Out of the rust dock. So I would need a 10, which goes to a 9, which would go on 3d6. Hopefully I get a miracle die at some point, but that's what we're going to do. So we are going to move our Sacresants up to the wall.
Or just wait?
I'll do it when I actually move them. We're going to make it so that you can't charge me through the wall by staying 1 inch away. And then we're going to open up a slight gap for my models to go through.
Sure thing.
All right.
And just remember you have raised the banners.
That's right. I have a little 2-man squad over here whose only goal in life is to do that. We are going to spend 1 miracle die, and we are going to go a total of 12 because the Dialogus is going to bump that to a 5, and then +1 advance and charge makes that a 12.
Yep. Well, that's why we pre-measure the distances. We know exactly what it is.
Yep. That way when we roll, I don't roll an 8 and then go, oh, I'm actually in.
Yeah.
That is when arguments happen.
Or the models get bombed.
The models get bombed, something goes wrong, and it's no fun. So, right now what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to push Richard back and establish a little safe zone here, because if I kill his melee threats here and here, then there's not as much he can do to start pushing up into me. So, with that in mind, we're going to move Vahl up, and around, because I need to kill this unit down here, and if I do that, then Vahl will be very safe in that position. Celestine is also going to hop up, so this is a place where I cannot be shot because I have a bodyguard unit right there. I just need to deal with his 2 offensive threats. So if I do that, then I am fine. I do want something on this objective because my plan will be to fight on death, which means I will not have a unit left to hold the objective.
Yep.
So I will need to hold it with Celestine. She can also charge in and then string back, potentially 3 inches plus 1.5 inches plus 2 inches coherency plus another 1.5 inches, plus 2 inches. Yeah, she can do it. So she may also go in and fight against the infiltrators and pick them up, and then the rust stalkers will be killed by this unit here.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see if I need to do that. Either way, she's going to stand tall on the objective and then string back to where she cannot be shot. Because I don't believe Richard has a way to interact with her.
This unit right here.
That unit right there, that's what's going to be...
I'm going to move 17 inches towards it. It's right here.
It's
at the corner.
right there.
It's at the corner of the building.
Okay, well, you know what? There's just not that much I can do about it. She stands back up if she dies. She's going to protect Vahl. It's happening. That's unfortunate. It's what it is. You know, if he wants to commit his units, he's going to commit his units. I can't do a lot about... I can't stand back here and do nothing and expect that I'm going to be okay. Like, I can't just be like, yeah, Richard seems like a nice fella. I'm sure he would. There's no way he would attack me. The Exorcist can actually advance and shoot normally because it's Argent Shroud.
Sure.
So we're going to be going 14 and shooting, which is going to be all the way back here, and just firing 48 inches down, seeing everything, and being out of his relevant threat ranges.
Okay.
That's the idea. All right, now that we got that, Death Cults here are going to raise a banner. These little Crusaders are going to die horribly.
But they'll raise a banner.
But they will raise a banner while they're at it. We're going to step out of these transports.
Here, I'll give you some nice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we do want to make sure we can get out of the transport, see downrange, and also be within Vahl buff. So that should be fairly easy. Last model will be able to see all that. And then Vahl buff extends out that way, so not too concerned. I think we're going to drop like 4 CP this turn, really giving Richard the edge on the CP war, but I don't think that's the biggest deal in the world. I need to kill Richard's units. If I have no CP left and Richard has no units left, I will tell you who is winning that game, and it is not Richard.
So this is Dominions?
Boop, boop, boop. Yep, these are Dominions. They're sitting here. They'll be able to shoot just absolutely all of this if I want to.
Totally. It's more about the third or fourth unit if you try and commit.
Yeah. 9 inches like so.
You're good.
And then we're going to get one model out 2 inches away in Vahl buff territory. So that the unit, when firing, will get reroll 1s, but everyone will be still in range. So now the question is, do I commit any more? And the answer, of course, is yes. Obviously, like there's no question in my mind. So we're going to get out a unit of Retributors as well, and we're just gonna party hard, as they say. I think we're going to get Retributors out back here. Just trying to force Richard to come this way if he wants to trade into them. Ugh, I don't love that.
I will pick Jack just saw I will pick up every model that he commits.
Yeah, he just picked up a Retributor squad turn 1 like it was nothing. All right. Could kill those infiltrators. They're not a big relevant threat right now. I just need to make sure that you don't have stuff. And I think that this together is not going to make this not a stuff. So I think I do need to get more stuff out and shoot these as well.
Okay.
So we're doing it. You can't make me happy about it, Richard, but you made me do it.
Do you think you'll try and get off more than 2 units, or?
I think I'm
the
only...
angle will get a lot tighter once I start pulling models.
It will. I think one of these is going to shoot here and the other is going to shoot
No,
there.
I'm saying if you get the 3rd or 4th unit out.
No, I'm not getting more units out.
Gotcha.
So this is it.
Okay. And this has 3 multi-meltas, 1 heavy flame?
Correct.
Okay.
And then there we go.
Yep, string the sergeant back as usual.
Yep.
And then you'll keep the other rhino,
So
yep.
They still have Dominions.
1 Retributor.
They still have Retributors.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I think we're going to start just moving these to set up for next turn to where Richard can't shoot me, but I will be able to shoot him. It's unlikely I'm going to get my Stranglehold this turn. There's just too many models on the objective, and Richard, of course, has a 1 CP ignore leadership. Very balanced. I enjoy it very much.
What you got for us, Adam?
Another £5 super chat from King Hef again.
King Hef!
I know he's not on, but wanted to send my love to Brad for doing great with my beloved Elder. That's referring to his phenomenal performance with a relatively I don't know what else to say. Bonkers list at the GW finals in Austin.
Bonkers. It was bonkers, honestly. The fact that he did so well, almost winning the US Open finals with crap rolls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Impressive stuff. So thanks so much, King Hef. Very much appreciate it.
King Hef. One man. All right, so let's do some shots. Shots.
All right, what are we going to shoot at first? What strats are we going to use here?
Oh, this is difficult, you know? This is hard to say. So this squad here is probably just going to Blessed Bolts and fire everything in there.
Okay.
So we're just going to do that. Call. Do you have an Ignore Mortal Wounds strat? Anything like that?
I do, but it's only for vehicles.
Interesting. All right, so...
And then I don't have Mars, which is the other way to ignore mortals.
So you do have a 4-up on these guys, right? 4-up armor?
4-up, but then it's +1.
Oh, they have a 4-up naturally.
4-up naturally, and then +1 goes to 3-up.
Interesting. All right, so I really am fishing for these Mortal Wounds, so it's 3s rerolling 1s. Okay, that's going to be 2 guys going down, and then rerolling 1s from Morvenn Vahl. All right, just 6 Mortal Wounds, and then wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s, and you get 3 ups against these.
Or 4-ups? Or 4 mortals? Or
4 mortals.
4 mortals, okay.
So that's going to be 2 dudes going away, then you get 3 ups against those.
Oh, look. This is into the horses or the...
Into the Ruststalkers. They have a 4-up, really?
Yeah.
Crazy, all right.
My whole army has stars on a 4-up. So I'm going to fail 2 of those.
So 4 models go down?
Yep.
All right, and firing the regular bolter.
1, 2.
We're going to fire this into the horsies, actually, because we're going to have a bunch of multi-damage going down into them, and so I don't think it's necessary to
This is what?
do. This is just a regular bolter into the horsies, the ponies.
Oh, from the sergeant?
Yeah, just from the sergeant.
Okay.
So 1 wound.
1 wound, 2 up.
Hey, they have a 2-up?
Oh, I gave them fire point telemetry cache.
Of course, obviously. All right, this is the problem. All right. Well, we're going to fire the Exorcist down into your Ruststalkery friends. Yep, can see everybody, so maybe Vahl will shoot first. Yeah, Vahl's going to shoot first. Firing.
Honestly, I'm going to just pop the 5 of Phenol Pain on them now, because I assume you're going to keep targeting them.
Probably, yeah.
Nope, they failed.
All right, Fidelis. All right, full rerolls to hit, because she Vahled herself. Pule, wounding on 2s. All right, 3 AP1s.
On the Ruststalkers?
On the Ruststalkers.
Okay, AP1.
AP1, 2 damage.
So failed 2 of them.
All right. You have a 5-up Phenol Pain, right? Oh, you can put it on the horses.
Popped it on the horses.
Yeah, fair enough.
I wanted to pop it on them, but we had already rolled.
Missiles. And then wounding on 2s. 2, AP2. All right, first one, damage 5. Second one, damage 4. So it's going to be 2 more going away.
Okay.
All right, well, they're not even close to as much of a threat anymore. So am I going to switch targets? They have a 5-up Feel No Pain. They have a whole bunch of...
defensive buffs.
A whole bunch of defensive buffs. They don't ignore AP 1 and 2, which is nice. Otherwise, this whole turn wouldn't work. We're going to fire...
Well, you have AP4.
I do have AP4 and AP2. The missiles off the Exorcist are AP2. So I think I'm going to save the Exorcist for last, and we're just going to fire all of our nonsense in here. And I think we're going to fire 1 MMelta out at these 2 fellas down here.
Okay.
Just trying to pick one more up.
Sure thing.
So
one, you want to do that MMelta first?
I'm going to do the Flamer, the MMelta into the 2-man? Yeah, absolutely.
Might as well just do that one.
All right, so those both miss because Argent Shroud doesn't work. And Flamer into the horsies. 2.
You didn't want to spend
1
the
wound.
strat.
No. I don't have that strat.
Good.
The
that's
strat to
Evan
do
strat.
mortals, it's Evan challenge.
Gotcha.
All right, and then Meltas into the horsies. Okay, all hit. Wounding on 2s. 4 AP4.
Yep. 5 up. Invulns. Fail 3 of them.
All right, first one is going to be 6 damage. And you have 1 wound left.
I mean,
Dead.
he's almost certainly dead.
Next one is going to be 4 damage. Bye-bye. And last one is going to be 7 damage.
Okay.
Not going to roll it?
No.
All right, firing a Cherub into them. Same deal.
Yep.
1 more.
Good. 6.
Okay. And now the Exorcist is going to go. I think the Exorcist is going to fire into the horses.
Okay.
Just wanting to deal with them. Yeah, shooting the horsies. Caw. All right, that is pretty good. That's 7 shots. So hitting on 3s with a free reroll because I'm Ebon Chalice, or I'm not Ebon Chalice, I'm Argent Shroud. Okay, and then wounding on 2s. Solid. 5 AP2s.
And it's no reroll. You get to decide.
It's one or the other.
One or the other.
Yeah.
So 5?
5.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. So.
4 go through?
Yep.
All right. First one is going to be 5 damage.
Nope.
Next one is going to be 1 damage. I'm going to CP reroll that because I just want to do 1 damage. Never mind.
How much more?
1 damage.
Oh, you rolled
I rolled a 1 into a 1.
I take the damage.
Which, you know, should teach me something. 5 more damage on that fella, and then 1 more left after that.
Okay, so that one dies.
And 1 more damage.
Good on that.
Okay. So I have killed quite a few. What do we got, Adam?
Actually, I'm going to pull this guy and leave
Okay.
the guy.
We have another super chat. This one from Connor Nichols, £5.50. Happy to see Siegs back. Hoping to get some motivation to get back on the Admech train. So seeing this game will give me some motivation. Lovely, mate. Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Heck yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Another super chat, but from King Hef asks, Adam, have you been teaching the guys any Aussie slang? How are we doing, Jack?
Well, I know that gum is chewy. I know there's a word you throw around a lot that I can't repeat on stream.
A bunch of words.
It's going real well, man.
Charge phase, they're going to charge here with the idea of potentially taking your objective away from you. Do you want to spend the 2 CP and run away?
Did you pick Stranglehold or no?
I did.
You did.
I did.
So, what's your other way of getting it?
That's it?
Oh, then. Oh, you didn't leave anything back here.
I didn't leave anything back there.
I thought you had at least one model.
Nope, because if I leave anything there, it's just going to get eaten.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Could I be a jerk here? I cannot touch the objective from there unless I left that model, which I should have. But you had 2 models on it anyway, so wouldn't have been able to get a second model to contest it and get the 15. I think it's worth it. I'm going to reduce the CP cost and move them.
Okay.
Because if you make it on here, they're dead anyway. I could actually just kill you in combat.
You could. You could.
I could just kill you in combat. I think it's worth saving the CP, honestly.
Yeah. I'm not super committed to this. If he wanted to try and stop it, he could.
You make it.
Yep. So we're just going to...
Make it on 7. If I could contest the objective, then I would have done it.
Yeah, I was pretty not willing to let that happen.
Yep. I only had 1 model that could have possibly done it, so nope.
All right, so we're in. Probably not going to do anything. Just hoping to live with enough models that you don't have the objective. If I live with 4, then you're fine. If I kill 1 in combat somehow. They're going to charge both squads. They need a 9 on this because I have +1. We've established that. It's 3d6, pick the 2 highest. That's a 10, so we're in.
Okay.
We're in good. We are going to be fighting last. Do not love it. So I go 11 because I'm +1.
This does matter for the amount of models that can pile in.
Yes. So that's 11 from the closest.
Yeah, totally. This is why Jack is doing it carefully.
And I'm basing you so you can't get away?
Yeah, no. I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Either.
Absolutely.
If you charge...
Well, it's if you swing around, you might be able to deny models the ability to swing. And I'm not about that.
Are you basing the other model, Infiltrator?
Somebody will, yeah.
Okay.
And is it when you turn off rerolls? Is it against a unit? Is it?
It's when you when your unit is activated.
So like.
Oh,
so
you mean whether it?
Does it apply to?
So this unit already turns off your rerolls.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter in this case, but
it's only when targeting them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's why I have to spend the strat.
Vahl kind of wants to charge. No, not Vahl. Celestine kind of wants to charge in and be right there.
Okay.
If I do that, she can swing first, probably pick you up. The bodyguarding is going to be a little tough, but honestly, I'm not too worried about taking much return fire. Your army's not set up right now to flame me that bad.
I have a bunch of stuff in that.
That's AP1, right? And if I'm touching the cover, then I get a 1-up against it?
Sure.
Okay. It's not great.
No.
I'll be honest with you, it's not great, but don't love the idea of Repentia just trying to do all the heavy lifting here. So I'll just go for it. There's no downside to going for it. I need a 7 because I'm within 8.
Okay. Make it on 9.
So let's see if it's even possible. Yep. No, I mean the wings.
Moved it, yeah.
Yeah, the wings, but that was possible when I went in.
Sure.
All right. Now let's see if it's possible to be bodyguarded. The answer is
no.
The answer may surprise you.
The answer is no. you can decide not to do it too, even though you made the charge, because it's an option.
It is an option for me not to do it. I am touching cover, and then I'll have multiple models touching cover. I think I'm gonna take a risk. We're gonna go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, you could charge Vahl too next turn if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You're gonna have your decision points.
Okay.
All right. So, are you gonna make me fight last? Bing.
It's
all right.
automatic.
Celestine's gonna go. She's gonna have her jabronis touching cover.
Okay. You can't reroll against me.
Okay. Seems hot. Celestine's gonna swing. I really want 6s right now, because 6s would be 2 mortals, and then would be an additional hit on top. So, negative. We have Ghost Rider. It's going to be 2s. That's going to be 4 AP, a bunch, damage.
Yeah, just 5 up invulns.
5 up invulns, yeah.
So make one of them.
All right, and then her friends.
Is that 3 so far?
Yep. That's going to be an extra hit because of the 6. And then...
Did I take any mortals?
No, I didn't roll any 6s. 4 invulns, please. 1 damage.
4 invulns. So
That's the squad.
5 of them go down.
What this means also is that I get to swing every single Repentia will get to swing on you when they die. So I don't have to put any into the infiltrators. So she's just gonna, I can even pile through the wall, which is what I'm gonna do.
Do you want to pile into the Ruststalkers?
Would rather not.
Okay. Because I will kill her this phase and then...
Yeah, then no, that would be all bad. So we're gonna leave 1 model on the objective there, and then touching the wall, and then 1 model here, and she's...
Honestly, it might be worth it just to spend the 2 CP, but...
On what?
The Feel No Pains.
Oh, here? Yeah, probably. Yeah, on 2 models, 5 of Feel No Pain is gross.
Yeah, I think I'll do it, and just see if they live. Boop.
All right, so you hit me, I'm gonna fight on death.
Boop. Yeah, do you want me to roll it out?
Yeah, please do, for the stream.
Okay.
You know, I have a 5 up myself. Kind of known as a 5 up aficionado. You know.
I actually wouldn't. I would prefer, because when you activate this, you can't swing then normally, correct?
What's that? It's models, if I haven't swung, then when you kill me, I swing. Okay. So if you kill half the unit, they'll swing, and then 4 models will then get to swing.
Okay, gotcha. So
no model's going to lose out on swing.
Yep, that's going to be the Sergeant, and then 1. I can pile into her. And I'm 100% spending 2 CP to get the pluses attacks.
Let me see if there's any way I could have avoided that.
Don't think so.
Not if I wanted to charge you.
Because I will kill her this phase.
I think I can keep you from getting too many guys on her. If when I pile in, I go closer, and so I was there, and I'll just go there. I think it can keep you from getting more than a couple guys on her.
Okay.
I think you'll get 2.
At least 3. These 3 minimum.
Based in the transport, so it can't leave to make room.
Yeah, no. The 3.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
It is, yeah, it is what it is.
Oop. And then they'll just come up. And I'll tag the objective to get the 15.
I'm also on the objective.
Oh, you're on the objective?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it won't matter because they're swing anyway. We'll find out.
Yep.
Because you get to pile in with this activation. Right?
Yeah, each model will get to go, and I made it so that every model will be able to find somebody to swing on.
Okay, that model won't swing.
Okay, so 3 on Celestine. Let's do it. So plus 2 attacks on each person.
Yep.
Very balanced stratagems.
So 4 base, 6 is 1.
What?
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I'll have 2 more guys after this swinging through.
How many guys? How many attacks each?
I need those 2 more dice. Thanks. And then 10 more swings.
There you go.
Oh, I dropped this one. Thanks. The Cord Claw is the one that doesn't do mortal. The yellow die doesn't do.
So they're hitting on 3s?
Yep. Unless you have a minus.
I do not.
Oop.
And no rerolls, right?
Nope.
And that was a 2. And then wounding on 3s? 5?
Yep.
3s again.
Mortals on 6s.
No 6s.
Yep, right there.
Oh, 1 6. Sorry, man. Oh my god.
Oop.
So 1 mortal.
Those saves and then 1
And
more.
then 5 up invulns.
And then I'll give you this.
Yep. 5 up invulns. Okay. So I'm gonna have models left.
Okay.
And 5 up Feel No Pains. Okay, I lost 4.
All right.
I already gave you the 10 attacks. The 10 extras?
No, this is the other guys.
Oh, into Celestine?
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, that was a lot of 2s.
It is a lot of 2s. 3s again.
That's 3 mortals.
That's,
and that many invulns.
Well, I'm not going to die to this at least.
Yep.
4 invulns.
So you
3
take 6
mortals,
damage
so
total.
she's going to be down to 4.
Yep. But loses both her Gemini.
Yep.
So then you get to activate the 4 girls that died?
Yep, and then I'll activate the 4 girls normally.
Okay.
So we're going to just pull...
And I'm just going to turn off your rerolls, because you have Chapter Master, right?
So I am... No, I don't. I have rerolls to hit natively, though. So
Okay.
you probably want to turn that off, yeah. So I'm going to pull the ones that are over here and fight with them, because then they can hopefully get to the objective.
Sure.
And contest that away.
I'm not expecting to hold it.
So the 4, they're going to have 4 attacks apiece. 2, 3, 4. 4s. 6s explode.
So I'm going to pull out your 3 6s.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
So 3 more go back in.
Oh yeah, you don't have to. Yep, yep.
And then 2s. That many. 5 up invulns.
Yep. 5 ups into 5 ups. And then we'll do it 1 at a time. So there's 5. If you want to just keep track of me.
5
because first
goes
one.
to 4.
So just keep a little die for. Yep. Good. And then
Dead.
dies.
2 more.
Yep. Good. And then dies.
So 3 die.
Yep.
Wow, we're really pillow fisting each other a little bit here. It's kind of not swinging.
Did you pull any models?
I did not pull any girls.
Okay, so 1.
I moved them away a little bit.
Go ahead and swing the rest. And then I'll
So then they're going to pile in.
Yep.
So it won't get to the objective unless you're all dead, which seems unlikely, because you should
gonna pull
have
these.
7 models left.
So this is the first one.
Okay.
I see 2 6s.
3 6s. There we go. And then 2s. Then 5 ups, and then a bunch of 5 ups.
I drop 2.
Good thing there's no dice bet, my man.
Boop. Make 2.
Okay, so 5 more. So you lost 3 so far.
Here we go. First one. Dice.
Okay, 3 left. You've taken 4 casualties.
Yep, 4 guys are going down so far. Good.
Okay, dies. You got 1 left.
Can I make a field? Yep.
Yep, you did. So you've lost 5 models on this.
5 models died. I am going to keep the ones here. 1, 2, 3. Don't want to pull him. Oh, you have to survive here to get Stranglehold, so it actually doesn't matter there. So I'll pull these ones.
Okay, cool. So we are going to engage you.
Yep.
So that, because you can't fall back and charge, right?
No.
Did you want this model to be on the objective?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only one that could get there based on the pile-ins.
So it only matters if I...
That one I don't believe could touch because she had to end closer to this model because it's model per model.
That's fine. We're tie the objective.
Yeah, tie the objective.
You can't fall back and charge.
That's
so
why I didn't mind pulling that model.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Let's go. Let's do this combat. Technically, this should have happened first, but also I'm not going to kill you, so what's the point? Chain swords and then regular ladies. Okay, that's not bad.
T4.
They hit on 4s, so wound on 5s. 2 at AP, absolutely nothing.
Okay. Fail 1.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
One guy is wounded. The feel no pain doesn't last until it just lasts that
So you're
phase.
completely dead out of CP right now, right?
Yep.
Winning the CP war.
So I get to swing back over there.
Okay.
So we'll do this Argent man. So 3 attacks on the Sergeant.
Man.
1, 2, 3 friends. These are the AP1 attacks.
And they hit on
4s.
4s.
In combat.
Okay, so very unlikely that I actually do take this
3s.
objective off you.
So that's all AP1. And then I have
The Emperor protects.
a bunch.
Not that well.
All right, so then the no AP attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So the other part of this was hoping that I could just keep him in combat.
Possible.
Possible. Unlikely at this point.
And it's strength 4 as well. So
AP.
no, these are no AP.
3 ups.
4 3 ups.
1 more.
So just
So 1 left. So it's
So
your
many.
objective unless you run away, because you could run away now. You have no CP left.
Yeah, I could.
So can I. So let's do a whole bunch of leadership checks, because there are a whole bunch of leadership checks.
Do you want to start left to right?
I'll do my Repentia here.
Okay.
They lost 4, and they're A-okay. They don't care.
And then your
And
solo
then
lady.
my solo lady. Oh, let me leave the sergeant.
I just assumed it was the sergeant.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely. 4, we're good.
Okay. And then here, the Ruststalkers fails.
They do not like it, so they're going to run away on 1s and 2s.
4s, 2 are left. So I'll leave the 1s over here because you won't get Stranglehold because you're not a troop over there, right?
I'm not a troop on here. Over here, no.
Yeah.
But you could run away, I guess. Not likely, but it could happen.
I'd rather just keep the sergeant alive.
Yeah,
I lost 2 extra.
2 more.
1. Yeah.
So you were at 5. 1 ran away, 2 more ran away, so you should have 2 left.
2 left, right?
2 left.
Okay. Just double checking.
Looks good to me. And what about your ponies?
Pony lady.
They don't like it. They do not like it, so 3.
And then, well, hold on. Yeah. I rolled a 5. They have +1 leadership, +1 leadership from Data Tether and from them. So they were at leadership.
They lost 6 models?
Yep, I believe it's 7 on the sergeant, so 8, 9, and then I rolled a 5.
Yeah,
so
you're going to fail.
So 3 guys then.
Okay, so just 1 runs away.
Yep.
And then the
Not the
2
sergeant.
Ruststalkers. Yeah.
Okay. Boop. And then those 2 guys.
They're good. They're good. They're happy. They're hip happening. So I actually didn't kill anything. I gutted a whole bunch of units, but I actually didn't kill anything. So that means I don't get any miracle dice.
Ah, yeah. That's right.
And you didn't kill my Repentia, you jerk. So none of that. Adam, what do we got?
We have another super chat. This one is from Jonas Anderson. He says, the masochist in me plays demons and CSM. Any tips on what units could be useful versus Thick City, or any tips to help me beat a bad player with that list?
Well, splitting horrors theoretically can do okay. You can fire a lot of shots into racks, and you can be OBSEC on objectives until you get tabled, but hopefully you don't get tabled fast enough.
This is pure demons?
I think it is pure demons.
So
Demons and Chaos Space Marines.
Demons and
Chaos Space Marines Abaddon is a great tool now that he gets. I believe his 5s and 6s are extra attacks with Death of the False Emperor now.
That's true, because Death of the False Emperor works on everything.
And then Prescience, you get that on 4s. You can do a lot of damage with Chaos had hard-hitting units in 8th edition. They still do. The fact is their defense isn't great, and that's why they're struggling. But their offense, they have the offense to be able to kill Thick City. I think Abaddon, a build around Black Legion, probably some Lightning Claw Terminators.
That would be very good, yeah, actually. You could
Warp Talons maybe.
Because you have a strat, 1 CP plus 1 to wound. You have, exploding 6s or exploding 4s.
With Prescience.
With Prescience, and you can give him full rerolls to hit, and, Lightning Claws have full rerolls to wound.
Because he's an aura of reroll hits, I believe, too.
Yeah, he is, on everything.
So
yeah, that could actually provide the punch to get through Thick City.
I think so. So that's probably what I would look at.
Yeah.
The splitting pink horrors is cool, but you can combine the 2 ideas, like I believe some people have, but probably Chaos Space Marines might be a little bit better against Thick City, honestly.
Yeah, then splitting horrors is interesting, but yeah, that's just designed
also, Emperor's Children Noise Marines.
I was about to say, don't do the Noise Marines, do Blackers, because they've got a redeploy, and they shoot just as hard, and they're actually better in combat, and they'll get and go and punch down stuff with Veterans of the Long War. Bunch of damage 1, double shooting, +1 to wound, perfect for killing racks, perfect for killing grots.
What's up?
Is he in combat?
You can attack me.
Okay.
I'm going to get my miracle die from the turn. 1 hit.
1 wound, strength 6.
Strength 2 up.
Would have been.
What a way to go.
She's at 4.
She's at 4. Yeah, let me put a die there. I get a miracle die for the turn, 5, because it goes to your turn. So she's at 4. I'd love to see what you're planning on doing about it, Siegs. Nothing, I'm sure.
I'm going to shoot her away and then kill her in combat.
Shoot her away?
Yep.
She is in cover. She has a 2-up. She has a 2-up that goes to a 1-up.
You just have to fail some 2-ups.
I won't do that. I refuse.
All right. So that's all good. Let's see what we got over here. Certainly going to come over here and just kill this stuff. You got 1 Dominion squad, 1 Retributor squad?
Correct.
Okay.
Don't just kill my stuff.
And just kill it all.
Don't.
What's the scores looking like, boys? 10-2.
He's going to get 10. Because he controls 3 and I control 3. I do not get my Stranglehold, unfortunately.
Did deny that.
I do have my banners up for now. And what was the third one I took? Oh, to the last 15 for now.
For now. All right. So I'm just going to send those Silver Hounds over and kill Celestine with them, you think?
Probably not. I mean, line of sight is real.
It's not real, Jack.
You have to get all the way around here and then to get within 12-inch range.
I can just move them. I can move them pretty far, but I don't think I can get enough guys that'll matter. So they move 12 inches, right?
Right.
Give them plus 3-inch move.
Right,
15.
which is -1 save for your army.
Well, no, I can give it with the thrall net.
Oh, right, yeah.
So they
Why
can
even
move.
have an army special rule?
Yeah, right.
So they go 15.
15, 1 CP, flat advance 6. So
So you get a couple in.
yeah, I could get a couple. It's AP2. Probably not worth it, but definitely something to consider.
Celestine ain't gonna die. She's just not. She's just not.
Oh, Jack.
I'd love to see, I'd love to see it, but it's just no.
Let's see what else we could do here. So we got these little guys who probably just...
So you gave up a 15 to keep your sergeant around? If you kept one guy on that objective?
I didn't. You had 2 models on it.
No, I have 1 model.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't pile on the models. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's fine. I like my sergeant.
I know you like that. That guy's going to be so annoying in the future.
He's going to jump in this transport.
No. Stop.
So let's see where these Taraxi can go. They can do a lot of shenanigans over here. They can basically block up the charges this way and slow down. But honestly, with the Ranger Brick, I think I'll just shoot everything at Celestine, then charge her. And if she dies in shooting, it's amazing. And then he has another Repentia unit that I have to worry about. So I have these 5 OBSEC Vanguard that are going to be super helpful. So the buffs are going to go onto... They'll ignore AP 1 and 2. Let me just see how many models I could get against Celestine. 15. And then the other 2 models, probably 3. 15.
Are you scared you're putting them in range where I can hit them with stuff? I mean, their sulfur rounds are going to be in range.
What I would do is I would block you with the Taraxi so that you can't get closer to the sulfur rounds.
Interesting.
So yeah, I could get those 3 for sure.
I mean, what are you going to do when the Exorcist comes for you?
Just accept it.
Bad boys.
I mean, I could also tie it up if I wanted to and deny your banner with the Taraxi.
How? Oh, just charge it with Taraxi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pile onto them.
Yeah, you could do that. You're not choosing them to shoot Celestine at that point, which I'm kind of okay with, because I don't think you get her without it.
That would be if I did this play.
Yeah.
Because then I'd have the sulfur rounds over there.
What's the range on their guns?
It's 12, and then the pistols are 18.
Okay.
With the 6-inch, they get up here, and then they can reach
Yeah,
her.
you would need to use your last CP, so
Exactly.
I'm kind of okay with it.
Unfortunately, I can't buff them with the Manipulus, but I think that is okay.
Why not? What's going on?
The sulfur hounds don't.
Sulfur Hounds don't get it?
No.
Interesting.
They don't have weapons that benefit from the Galvanic. If I brought the carbines, they actually do. So
Is that a choice on Sulfur Hounds, or is the carbines specifically the Cerberus Raiders?
Cerberus Raiders have a Galvanic weapon. There's a carbine that these sulfur rounds can take specifically that's also Galvanic.
Interesting. The pistols are scary, though.
Yeah, the pistols are scary. And they ignore dense cover. I think I'm just going to come around this way and shoot as much of this stuff as possible away and really just control this side of the table.
Try and take the long angle.
Exactly. And then just try and, I think I'll go for the banner play with the Taraxi and shut down the Exorcist for a turn.
Okay, okay.
So I think, let's just see where they could possibly disembark. So have to be more than an inch away here. And right about there.
And they move 12?
They move 12, but I could potentially go over here. So that would look like, I think, let's say a 9. So I don't really want to do that.
You would need an 8, because you're under 9.
Oh, it was under 9?
Yeah, you were under 9.
It was close. And then there's a model here. Let's see what that is. If you could hold this over that model right there.
Yep.
So 18 away, so they move 12, so 6-inch charge.
Yep. What's the size of your base?
32.
Okay. You can probably fit in there, same way Celestine fit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So with that, I can tag the Exorcist and kill those models. So I think I'm going to go for that.
Well, those are Sacresants.
Oh, I thought it was the 2 garbage models.
It would be both. I just left a big enough gap, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, because the place you can put the model would have to be within engagement range of the Sacresant.
You're saying here?
Yeah.
Okay. And they can just get OBSEC, though?
They can't. I don't actually have a Dogmata. I have a Dialogus.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So that does make it pretty interesting. So the 6 was to the Sacresants, not
It's to get to that spot right there that's engaged range, or all of it. Yeah.
all of it. So if I went for the Sacresants, it's actually just a...
Well, they're close enough to the wall that you can't do that.
Right here I can, 100%.
There's a model underneath.
All right. I think it's worth going for that. I could just retrieve Octarius in that quarter as well, but then I'm throwing away the tracks.
Yeah, they are dead.
Really
they are
want to
dead,
do
my
that.
man. I'm not letting them keep doing their thing.
I'm gonna actually do it over here. That's much
With
better.
this 6-man infiltrators?
Probably with the 2.
I just hope you get it, because remember you have to roll 1 or 2.
Oh yeah, retreat. Yeah, so then I'll do it with the 6-man.
Are you able to get Holy with outside 6 of the quarter?
I believe I moved them up so that I could. I might have mismeasured that though. That's 22.
That's 22. And how fast do they move?
They move 8 inches.
And you are all set.
Yep, I believe I moved them. I thought I did.
Yeah, you're good.
That was the whole point of turn 1. All right, so they can just get in there and that'll be fine. This is tough because I don't want to mess up this turn. But I think that's what I'm going to go for. Denying the banner isn't as important, but you can't get
Well,
opposite.
you will need to get a lot of models on there in order to take the banner down. There are currently 3 on there. 4? There's 4 on there.
I would plan on doing, yeah. I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to just come back.
How many Tyreks are in there?
There's 6.
6. And you think you're going to kill Celestine. I mean, you are. But like,
I'm going to come behind the dense cover and not, because it's front line, it's obscuring. So I'm just going to be back here, not touching it.
Within 12.
Within 12 is
Within
12.
12. It might be a little hard to get the whole unit in.
I think I should be able to get most of the models. Boop.
Okay.
This guy doesn't need to be within 12. He has a longer range weapon. So he'll get out of the way. And then these guys.
I could come down here and advance and shoot into them because I can advance and shoot.
Sure.
No penalty.
It's pretty tight angle.
It is a pretty tight angle, for sure.
Right.
I don't know if those are all within...
I'm going to fix it in a second.
Got it.
They just have very spindly wings.
Yeah.
All right. If the back guy can't shoot, it's okay. But looks like I can only get 4.
So currently, just on this angle right here, I can pretty easily see you.
All right, so then looks like I might want to... how many other charges am I initiating besides Celestine? And what is it just to get to these 2 not the Sacresants? So if I'm here, an inch away.
So if you're right there, and you only want to engage the 2 idiots.
Yep, more than an inch.
Am I right over you?
Yeah, right there.
You would have to go...
I'm moving.
You can't end within the wall, so you'd have to go 20. So you move 12, so it'd be an 8. Yes, you would need an 8 because you need to move 20.
Okay. I think... Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the Celestine. But
Okay.
I'm going to bring them back into reserve of my CP.
Oh, gross. So the Sulphur Hounds are not going to be making the Celestine attempt?
No, just because I probably only get 3 models, maybe 4. And that's just not enough.
And it's 1 CP to put them back in reserve?
Yep.
Who authorized that? Who said that was okay?
Give myself the option to charge if I want
Remember,
to.
you will need to fall back.
What? Yeah,
With
I
the
can
tank.
just come right here.
Okay, I just wanted to remind you. Yeah.
I plan to do so.
Jack, did you give yourself a CP for killing it with Celestine? Sorry, Mechanicus.
I did not. I forgot I killed something because they died so easily.
3.
That's going to be a 1, which I have to keep because it is. I certainly would have spent it at some point, but
Boop.
now I have it. Thanks, Adam.
All right, they're going to jump back in here. Into the transport.
Worried that you're
sorry,
body blocking yourself. Yeah, you need to.
I disembarked
You
it.
need to do that.
And then move it.
Otherwise, Celestine is going to have some words with you.
Cool. And then we'll go ahead.
Very loud words. A lot of consonants.
And shuffle these guys up so that they all have range and line of sight.
A lot of random 5-man squads. I'm going to go ahead and kill my Repentia, I'm assuming.
And then you have Seraphim, right?
Zephyrim.
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 So I'm going to just put it so that you won't be able to hit the unit over here.
Yep.
Oop. should be good.
Beep, boop, ba-doop, doop. So I will be getting a 2 on my Raise the Banners. Hell yeah, plan is working, great success.
We're coming up, and these guys are more than 15 away from you, and they move 8, so we need a 7-inch charge.
So you're taking, what's your mechanical this turn?
Mechanical?
Or whatever the army-wide bonus is.
Yes. The +1 to hit.
+1 to hit in shooting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's -1 to hit in melee, right?
Yep.
Got it.
But guess what?
Oh, they're gonna ignore it. Yeah, I get the memo, Siegs.
All right, these guys are gonna do like we said.
Jerk.
And then the Rangers will come up. And this is really the only thing I can shoot.
Pretty much.
So I think I'll just get
Vahl
some pot
is
shots.
very safe.
I'll get some pot shots onto there.
And the Sulphur Hounds, are they going to develop their position at all? They're going to stay back there and be cowards? What are we talking?
Yeah, they're probably just going to come around this direction.
Got it. That makes sense. Now Richard is out of CP, or he will be as soon as he moves the Taraxi away, which is quite nice. So this just has the 2 idiots in it, the 2 choppy men.
Mm-hmm.
The Rust Stalkers is what they're
Yes,
called.
sir.
I forgot.
Rust Stalkers.
Stalking the Rusts.
Okay. Just come like so.
I'm looking forward to Celestine living very, very much.
All right.
Well, I mean, she won't live through 20 billion Rust Stalkers charging her.
No.
Unlikely. Seems unlikely.
So, just put die there. Actually, I want to just move them slightly back so I can get more models in there. Because I assume this is longer than an inch.
What's that? Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just slide them back a little bit.
Yeah, you have to actually make your charge lane.
Make the charge lane, because they obviously move 12 and
Charge the lane.
Okay. So they're going to come out. And we'll just be right here.
Here, did you want to pull the wounded model? You could just do that instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were both next to each other.
Yep.
But
there's no reason to leave the model with 1 wound instead of a model with full wounds.
It's just a point to make to your opponent, right?
Yeah, just letting you know I don't need 6 wounds. I just only need 5. It's fine, actually. Oh my God, there's still so much stuff. Are you sure you're playing with new points?
And then this man come over this way. Just come over here. And then they'll do the same thing.
Like, you're 100% sure, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I tell you what it feels like.
These guys are gonna just come over here. And they were the ones getting program retreat to fall back and shoot from the data tether.
Sad.
I don't need to touch that objective because I have OBSEC on this one. So just need to shoot you off there.
Okay. Yep, I don't see a way I can deal with this unless you for some reason charge me.
I'm gonna we'll send, Sulphur Hounds don't need to do too much, so they'll just come back this direction and help screen out this middle area.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll advance them, because why not? 6. What does actually matter now? 18.
Looks like you'll get a couple on Celestine, probably 1.
Yeah, they move there.
I don't know if you'll get within 12, but you'll get within 18 for the pistols.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
Might as well. There no downside, except you're gonna get shot by Vahl next turn. Smackety smack.
Well, don't you worry. They've got Firepoint telemetry cache.
I don't know what that means. All these words, these complicated 1s and 0s, I don't understand them.
All right, so we're just coming over this way. And then between these 2 units, I should have that screened out, and then these guys are going to finish this.
Yeah, I was wondering, because
Yep.
I would definitely charge you there.
Yep. 9 inches, boom. 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 And then he's within 3. All those guys. Cool.
So these guys have the +1 save up right now?
Yep.
Okay, gross.
And count as in cover.
Oh, okay, so they have a 2-up.
Yeah. All right.
Ew.
Let us go and do some shooting. So activate the Rangers first.
Okay.
I'm just going to go for the safe play and split fire between this unit, and this unit.
You got it? How many are you putting on each?
Let's see. I actually might as well fire this nonsense first. They'll fire there. 2 characters. 1 auto wound. It doesn't reroll. I just want 1 save.
AP.
Nothing. It's just a garbage weapon.
Dead.
Kills her anyway.
Clonk.
And then these guys who fell back will shoot there. They got program retreat. 6 shots coming at you. 2s. 6s will be mortals. 2 mortals, you're dead.
Yep. That's going to be the Crusaders. And then just all of the Rangers into these poor...
Unsuspecting fools.
Yeah. How many can see them?
I don't need to activate them yet. Plenty.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So we'll just start shooting down this way. So we'll just go with the pistols that can reach. So see your wings, just 3.
Okay. Just 3.
3.
I would really like Celestine to live here. Be 100 with you. 3 ups? Mm-hmm. Good.
And then we'll go with, I'll just go down the line. Mm-hmm. Let's just make sure the Repentia die, actually. So
yeah, you can't forget about the Repentia. They will inform
2,
you.
3, 4.
What?
I put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I took 2 extra dice.
Yep, you knocked 1 out. Okay, cool.
2s, auto wounding. No reroll there. So these ones auto wounds.
Yep, same good.
And then they're T3.
4s, yeah. So 4s.
There you go.
So 4 more, so 8. 5 ups into 5 ups.
Yep, no AP on this or anything.
Looks like they're all in.
Okay. So next squad. So that's this squad. This squad will go.
Celestine. Celestine. Roll the 2 ups. Celestine.
Oop.
Yeah, being in range of your Ruststalkers to fight was not where I was at.
What's that?
Being in range of your Ruststalkers, because otherwise I definitely lived through this, and now it's looking a little rough. So 4 2-ups. We're all good.
And then
The last squad.
Yep, the squad that's right there.
2, 3,
4, and 5. That should be all.
There you go.
I just want to make sure you didn't pick up any extra dice.
And the vehicle fell back, so the vehicle can't.
Yeah, it can't benefit from any of those rolls.
Can't shoot me, right?
Yep.
2 ups. Takes 1 down to 3.
Okay.
And now you only have the Ruststalkers, or not the Ruststalkers, the Taraxi, right?
Yep. So we'll go ahead and do the 4, 5d6 auto hits.
5d6?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. 3, 8, 12. Somehow. 3s.
There you go.
And 2 ups. So I will probably live, unless I roll 3 1s, which I'd be very sad about, and I will re-roll it. That is 2 1s. That is enough. Because you have nothing else against shooter, right?
No. Nothing that is relevant.
So she will stand back up after the Ruststalkers.
If she rolls a 2-up.
If she, Jesus. Don't scare me like that, Richard.
And then we'll go ahead and activate the Rangers here.
You can't like kill me in the charge phase or anything, right?
No. I don't have the ways to do that. So we'll go with this Ranger unit here, and we'll put the guys on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys, 10 guys that way. And then the other 10 at the Rhino.
So 20 shots hitting on 2s because you ignore the heavy penalty?
Yes, sir. 12, 16.
And this is on 2s, rerolling, winning on 3s?
Yes, sir.
On, not good. Not good at all.
2s. 3s rolling 1s.
Oh, rerolling 1s even.
It's because I have the Marshal. Yep.
All right, ladies. 5 ups. Oh, look at that. I don't even know why I made you roll this out.
And then the Rhino.
And then these are going to be 5s rolling ones?
Yes, sir.
Please refrain from killing my Rhino. Not like this. Not like this, Siegs. Okay, I think the Rhino gets to live.
Yeah,
There's a 5.
Wasn't really expecting to.
No, I mean, but yeah, getting chip damage is better than getting no damage.
Yep.
5 ups, and it's at half.
Okay.
I think you rolled low, though, so I can't complain.
Yeah, it wasn't really a thing that I was trying to count on.
Exactly.
And then the Manipulus, we'll just shoot it.
I keep wondering why you're not Wrath of Marsing. It's because you're not Mars.
Yep. He hits because he ignores the heavy penalty, fails to wound. And then I think that is all. So we'll do some charges.
Charge me.
These guys will charge first.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not overwatching.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
You just wait until I live through your Rust Stalkers, and I'll kill your troops on the objective, and I will be the one with the 15. No, I hold 1 objective.
Still.
Yeah.
The Rust Doctors?
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I'm just moving the dice out of the way.
Yeah.
We know she's at 1.
Absolutely.
Good.
And yeah, I would get the Taraxi out of dodge, because they are going to. I will make you roll it out. Oh, you killed my Repentia. I get a miracle die for that.
Okay.
That's going to be a 4, which will guarantee a charge out of reserves should I want it. I'm not going to re-roll it.
I'm going to just charge the Traxian anyway.
That's going to make it.
Yep.
Can you be in and make coherency? You just have to move models around if you don't.
I'm just shuffling them around. Should be able to just go right there. Like I said, I'm not trying to. Yeah. Actually, it's just.
So you're -1 to hit in melee, right?
Safety net. I'm just going to move them up fully with the 9 inches.
So everything's -1 to hit, correct? Because you're +1 to hit ballistic skill, -1 weapon skill. But I'm sure something here is ignoring that.
Yes.
Yeah, yep. Checks out.
Okay.
All right, so it looks like you have 2 Rust Stalkers that can swing?
No. And I'm. What?
1, 2.
And then look. Boop. Boop. Boop.
That's still.
I should be able to get.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. You got 4.
Cool. And they'll just come around. Boop. So here we go. The Sergeant first. And then 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Chuckles, Danger, etc. And that's immortal?
Yep.
Yep, all right. Well, you're not charging anything else, so let's just, I mean, if I roll 1, I'm going to be incredibly
I'm going to
sad.
block her off from coming back in that spot.
Yeah, she'll be behind the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can wait because I can pilot and do my pilots and stuff.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to pull her.
Burying the lead here.
Oop. Put that model back where it was.
Please do not roll the 1. So my plan was she lives, then she can like run behind my lines and then juice
Just
up
heal
turn
back up,
5, go back in.
I don't want her to, but you can't. There's no control over that. So doing the same exact thing as last time is just having you come around.
Just let me roll. I'm rolling it.
Okay.
I needs to know.
This guy's got to be right there. Oops.
Yeah, you've completely blocked me out.
Cool.
All right, you want to find out? You want to watch a grown man cry, Siegs?
Yep. Cool. Can we actually get you to cry on stream?
That is incredibly bad.
Why did you say that? Don't say that. You gotta have positivity with Celestine.
That is deeply
That's
bad.
9 assassinates.
That's 9 assassinates, and that's my to the last who is going to run back there. That's a
Adam, can we get a points total?
14-point swing. Yikes.
Chad, can we get some?
And also, she would be doing stuff towards the end of the game as well.
Yeah, she would save back up, and then
that quite
she
possibly,
really wouldn't come back until the 2 Gemini, and then come out.
And then at turn 5, she runs.
Because you don't actually,
stuff.
yeah.
So that really could have been the game right there. Like literally could have been the game.
I've seen chat, everybody.
Yeah, I think that is the game. We are going to keep fighting, keep doing stuff.
Keep fighting the good fight, and then like I said,
why did they make her mechanic so unreliable?
I mean, that's the funny thing is there's so many of these things that go off on a 2-up, and it's like. Just make it a.
Or make it a 4-up and let me like miracle dice it or something, so it costs me resources. If I don't want to do
you have
it.
to use a 6 on a miracle dice, and that makes you keep a 6 in the bank, something like that.
Something.
So they're just going back.
But it's just Like the difference between her being up and her not being up right now is massive.
You mind if I try and make the charge with the rust?
Yeah, go for it. I think you need something crazy.
Yep, a 9 might do it because I ignore the penalty.
Oh, you ignore the penalty? Yeah, you might actually get that.
Boop. And I'm gonna come this way. Yeah, I do. Because you're less than 10.
Yeah, go for it.
Boop. I'll just come over here.
Yeah, that could very well be the game right there. Let's see.
Let's see what these Rostockers do. So 4 plus the Cord Claw, and then 1 extra guy. Get those out of the way. And then 6
No, they're hitting on 4. Oh yeah, you got it. Yep. 1 mortal and 3 saves. So that's going to be make, and die. So 2 die. So you have made it so I can't get to the objective.
Wait, 5 makes it?
You're minus what?
83.
Oh, 83? Then
yeah, so 3 die total.
3 die, yeah.
2 from those failed saves, 1 from the mortal.
So I won't be able to get to the objective.
Yep.
But I will get to smack you.
Base you into cover.
Smacking. Okay, 1 hit.
T3.
1 wound.
1 wound, Jackie boy. Failed.
Get him.
Down to wounds.
Get him.
Put that on me, good sir.
With pleasure.
Regular mortal.
All right, let me take my leadership check. I believe I only fell on 6.
No, I don't.
Good. Plus 3 models and lead 8.
Because you have the sergeant. Oh, because you're lead 8.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no. Fair enough. Sad. We're seeing a grown man cry on stream. But you do go up to 4 CP.
I do go up to 4 CP. And you did kill a character who did not come back. I got a 5.
What's your priority at and how's your banners?
I'm gonna get a 5 and 1 on banners.
I'm gonna switch.
Actually, you didn't take my banner away, so I get 2
I
on
have
banners.
to land on it. I couldn't get on it. Like I said, I pulled that 1 model who could touch it.
So I get 2 on banners, I get a 5 on primary.
I'm going to just switch out your miracle dice for the little guys.
Thank
so
you.
that people can tell the
Did you
secret.
get your second rod?
Yes.
He did.
I did this quarter.
All right. Yep, and you basic screeninged out back here.
Yep. Should all be screened out.
There is actually a little gap here, but that's easy to fix.
Oh, sorry. I thought I got the...
Nah, you're good.
Boop.
There you go. There's.
Yep.
You did the classic be 10 inches away thing, which is not quite the same.
9.1.
Yeah. It's pretty classic to like line the board edge and then be like, I mismeasured and it's supposed to, it was actually 10 inches, now there's a 1 inch line down the board edge.
That's not what you want against.
Nah,
Are they on 28 millimeters or?
They're on these. So they may actually not be able to fit in an inch. It's pretty razor tight.
Yeah.
Either way, it's pretty clear what Sieg's meant, so there we go. All right, bada. Yeah, bada. All right, so your whole army's on the board except for these stupid Taraxi.
Yep.
Luckily, you're out of CP, so if I charge in here and then I pile and wrap you here, there's nothing you can do about it.
No.
Luckily, except for all this.
Yeah,
all of that.
But forget about that.
But forget about that. We're not talking about any of that. I want to shoot all this, want to shoot all this, want to shoot all this. So I'm kind of spoiled for choices at the moment. I do want to hop them out.
Basically put it where you're in the center. Once again, you're in the firing lane if you go after the sulfur rounds.
I mean, I'm not keeping resources alive dealing with you. It's just a sad fact that that's just not the game I can play. So I have to sacrifice units to kill units, and it's unfortunate. Except for this thing, this Exorcist has been a role player. So command phase buffs, we're going to put +1 attack on the Repentia. Fails, that is okay. We are going to give them
you're not going for a big
+1 advance to charge. I doubt it. Got it. And even if I go in, I have rerolls to hit because you don't have the CP to turn it off, so I will just kill you anyway. It doesn't really matter. So +1 advance to charge goes off, and then +1 save also goes off. Mm-hmm. So they have a 4-up while they're in here, which isn't like really good enough, but it's cute. Vahl is going to put full rerolls to hit and wound on herself again because I think she's just going to shoot down this way.
Pop out.
Yeah.
Do remember I have the Taraxi in reserve, and they come down the next turn, okay?
Yeah, so we're going to
so you can screen
fall back with these guys, just be troops, being dudes. You would have to up their movement in order to get them on the objective. You would not have to do
I couldn't move them any closer because I had to come out of the forest.
Absolutely. So this is unfortunate. My reach on the board is starting to get a little light. So I need to make a push for this side of the board right now.
Because I'm trying to make it hammer and anvil over here.
Yeah, but it's becoming hammer and anvil where I also can't move this way. Yeah. And that is not an option.
That is, I am
playing a table quarter and you're playing 3 table quarters. So let's let's do something about that.
But you have reserves, so that's going to help with your mobility.
I have 5 Zephyrim, which is not a lot. No.
Yeah,
so I'm going 10 through the forest, or 12 not through the forest. So actually, I can fit there. So what we're going to do is we're going to peek out and then not be seen back by any nasty wasties.
I don't think I can reach you with anything.
Well, you definitely can now. Because I can see all of this with them. Sure. Vahl is also going to... So she could try and make some kind of crazy charge onto the objective. Not really a big fan of it, to be honest with you. I do want to get out here and shoot down into them because I do need this gone and them gone. This 2-man squad is not as dangerous. It's scary, it's not as dangerous. So I think I'm keeping the Repentia now. Although if they go in, they kill that, I can move units out so they have a 4-up invuln, which is much harder to kill. You do have the Traxi in the sky, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. I should be able to kill most of the squad with them.
I might be able to charge deep enough with, so I'll have Zephyrim here and the Rhino. Oh, this one's bracketed, annoyingly. But the Rhino here charging in there and then
just try and tie
swing its butt out and then, no, just screening out your Taraxi from being able to shoot Repentia right here.
Okay,
that would be an interesting play.
Fairly ambitious.
It is a little ambitious, and not going to lie to you.
Because if you want to shoot with those guys, their models are going to be here.
Yeah, they're going to be out like this.
I mean the other squad.
Oh, the other squad? The other squad's probably sticking around the transport,
okay,
to be
that's
honest.
fair.
I don't see a good target for them this turn.
Yeah, I basically, like I said...
You left them back far enough, it's just kind of annoying. So I think everything is going to be shooting into here, and they have a 2-up right now.
Yeah.
God, Admech is so balanced, it's crazy.
Jack, you love this.
Is that what you wanted to hear, Siegs?
I love
I'm just giving Siegs what he likes to hear.
This is the only reason I play Admech now. It's just to play against
relentlessly troll me? Yeah, and it works. So we're going to up that to a 6 and then use it on their advance roll. Totally. So they're going to go 13. And they're just going to be...
right in front of the wall?
Yeah.
Cool. So you are going to commit them. That's interesting.
I think I have to, because I don't... Like, what if I don't, I think I'm locked off at this table quarter forever. Sulfur Hounds move up, don't have a great option. Deal with them, I fall behind them.
Sacresants to do it.
I need the Sacresants so she doesn't get bipped.
You can have the Rhinos.
Sacresants don't actually do it very well.
Really? I thought they're strength 6.
So
yeah, -1.
These are Argent Shroud. They're going to be hitting you on 3s.
Oh, I thought they were Bloody Rose.
3s.
Sorry.
I mean, I could give them full rerolls to hit and wound, which would be interesting, but like, I don't...
I thought they were Bloody Rose.
Oh, you're blocking yourself out here, so I would have to go around, which is pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
But I would have
this guy's on the objective, by the way.
It's interesting. I think I do have... I mean, they get picked up by the Sulfur Hounds. There's no question about that.
Exactly.
And the Sulfur Hounds are... I'm going to kill some of them, but not even close to all of them.
Yep.
They ignore AP 1 and 2?
No, these guys do.
They do, okay.
They have the
they have a
fire point telemetry cache.
So here's the question. I could drop down Zephyrim and just charge Zephyrim in here. That would be fine, but you have the Rust Stalkers like right on top of me. And I mean right on top of me. So that charge is technically declarable even if I need to roll an 11, something I could make happen if I keep the 5 there and then bump that 5 up to a 6 when I use it. So that would be an 11. But the odds I actually kill you, not high.
Not great.
I'll kill some, for sure. Yeah. I mean, there's 6 in there?
No, there's 8.
There's oh, the Sergeant, yeah.
And even a couple will swing back and kill most of your squad, which could let me pile onto the objective then.
Yeah, I'm in a pickle. That's for sure. Could get out guys here.
Do you think you just go for the safe points this turn and set up for an next turn?
I think if I take safe points, I give you a 15 and the game is over.
No, you can deny the 15.
I could take this objective.
You just need to
take this objective.
You just need to kill this one. 5.
That's true.
You just kill these 5 models and you don't give me a 15.
Give you a 10, I get my Stranglehold.
Exactly, because I didn't get a 15 turn.
That's not bad.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to put firepower into them, which I can do.
It's not disastrous, because they can at least whittle the Ruststock unit, so it's not doing a lot the next turn.
That's true, and she can move over and angle her spear out so that I'm shooting into them. That's probably a little better. This thing probably wants to advance over here so that I can start, once they die, I can disembark in places, I guess. Maybe I just advance them behind this wall right here. They're a little static, but at least they can advance and do their things without having
It's up to you. I'm
penalty.
totally happy for you to go the aggressive play because I think you're going to run out of stuff very quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to run it. Well, the problem is you're setting it up so I can't. So we're going to keep the 5 in our pool here.
Okay.
And we're not going to go for the advance. So here they're going to get out. They're going to advance. So they go 10. So they're just going to be behind the wall and unchargeable.
Yeah, just move the Sacresants back so the whole unit fits.
Yeah, the Sacresants move back first.
Yeah,
like so.
Like you said.
And then they go like that, and then they're going to fit in this little gap.
In the little
right
bottom
there.
corner. Yep, go ahead and put them back there. And that is Retributors?
A unit of Retributors, yes. Which they can advance and shoot normally.
Yeah. Truly what I want you to do is put them both here.
Oh,
both
yeah,
your
just
shooting
let you
units,
pick them all
put
up.
your Repentia here and your Zephyrim here, and then I kill all of it.
Yeah, and then
at that
I'm
point,
definitely out of stuff. The problem is I feel a little
Vahl doesn't kill my
static at the moment, and that's a problem. Oh, they need to move a little back. But
Part of that is just how Metallica plays. It just has so many angles.
I could move this thing up here and then just charge and just physically body block you off doing some stuff. I think it's better than doing nothing. So
What is it? How far does it move degraded? 8?
10 should be. It might be 8-4.
No, it's not bottom bracket.
No. I mean, it might be 12-8-4 on the bracketing.
Yeah, I think it's 8. I don't think it's...
So that would be a 7 to make the charge. You're unlikely to kill me. I might be able to body block. Well, you can charge onto the objective. That's not really an issue.
Piling consult, yeah.
So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to... I don't know. There's not really much
Just advance it. See what you get on the advance roll.
I'm just going to advance it.
You're not trying to get the Stormtrooper damage.
Okay. I believe it moves 9. So I'll just plunk it right here, I guess. And then this one is going to move.
Are you going to go for the play on the Ruststalkers or just?
I'm going to have Vahl shoot him with her spear. So she sticks out like there, her spear sticks out to there, and I'll see.
Move Vahl first before that.
So she moves around like that. She's within 3 inches, like so. Her spear sticks all the way out, and she's going to shoot them. So now these guys are going to have to. These guys are going to have to get out if I want to shoot down into your Ruststalkers.
Yep.
So I think I am sacking the Dominions. Very sad. Very sad.
Okay.
Because I just can't leave these Ruststalkers alive. I did move the vehicle, but I did have
you're fine.
The range on it.
Yeah.
So
12 inches is right here.
There. I am not going to be on the objective, which I think is okay. We're going to leave them, and then...
Well, if you're not killing them, you're not dealing with Stranglehold anyway.
Yeah, I am going to deal with them. Do not be concerned. One model, just stick them right there in Vahl buff range. So they're all going to shoot, and then the extra's going to shoot, and then hopefully you're sad.
Yep, you got it.
You know, just I'm hoping for sadness, Siegs. So Zephyrim are going to come down like so. Vahl's probably actually going to shoot into those Ruststalkers over there. Just pick them up.
Please leave my 2 Ruststalkers because I love Ruststalkers.
I know how much you love
love
Ruststalkers.
Leave me with little resources all over the table.
I'd rather not. I'm sisters. Even your little resources suck.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'm deeply far down because of Celestine. This is just, it just is what it is. All right, let's do some shots. Shots.
What do you think you're going to go with first?
They're going to shoot here because you're going to pull the one model I can see if I fire the Exorcist in. 100%.
Yep.
So let's fire them. You can't feel no pain or anything.
No.
They're not +1 save.
Nope. So you're just taking 4 ups?
2.
Because you have no AP, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
These are 2 damage, so 3s rerolling 1s.
6s, you did enough to do 6 mortals.
So that's going to be 3 goes going away. Okay. Vahl buff, pull that. And then
T3.
3s rerolling 1s. That many 4-ups?
Yep. I'll take the 4 ups first.
That looks like that's going to be the squad, because they're 2 damage apiece.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes.
You do love to see it. You do love to seize it.
Okay.
As they say. All right. Vahl is going to shoot her guns into the Ruststalkers, and she'll shoot the missiles down here, just trying to start getting to work on them, I guess.
Okay, so I'm in dense cover.
So hitting on 3s with Fidelis into the Ruststalkers.
But you gave yourself
full rerolls. And wounding on 2s.
T3.
Full rerolls. There you go. -1, 2 damage.
And at front line, they count as light cover as well?
I don't believe so.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think there are craters, and then there are forests.
I thought the forest had light cover as well at the front line, but
I don't think so.
it would
Either
matter.
way,
It would matter.
It would?
Yeah.
It's -1. Do you
No, because I'm
know?
+2 to saving throws and light cover.
Oh, on Rust Stalkers?
Yes, so Adam, if you want to just look that up, this is...
I definitely fire my missiles in there if that were the case.
just go ahead and fire it.
I think it's so just rolling them out. I mean, if they're shooting here, they're hitting on 2s. If they're shooting here, they're hitting on 3s. So we can find out if they have light cover or not. I don't think it is, but that's fine.
Okay.
So...
Just go ahead as if you rolled into there.
Okay. 1 wound, AP2.
1 wound, AP2. Does fail it. I thought, oh, yeah, it's not minimum
yeah,
to
it's
damage.
D6.
So I'll just pull it back.
Ice the Sulfur Hound.
You shouldn't have any more shooting that way besides potentially
Exorcist,
that.
yeah.
But I'm not pulling you out of that, so. All right.
So if it is going in there, then one guy will die, otherwise...
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Exorcist going downtown into the Sulfur Hounds, because I guess I can't leave them alive. I need to start picking up troops. But I'm not killing the whole unit with 3d3 shots.
But
Does it have any heavy bolters?
Yeah, it has a heavy bolter as well.
Okay.
You could actually kill the troop unit.
I don't know how much that helps, because there's 2 that are on there. I think I'm going to leave that for next turn. We're going to throw everything downtown.
Okay.
So firing the Exorcist missile launcher. That's going to be 5 shots. 3s.
But you get a reroll.
But I get a reroll. And 2s. 4. AP2.
Here we go. And fill. Good damage.
D6?
It's D6, right?
Yep. So 1, and that's it. So 1 guy dies. You failed 2.
Oh, it doesn't have a minimum?
Nope.
Okay.
Heavy bolters. All hit. And 1 wound, AP1 on the Sulfur Hounds. They're good. All right. Ah! Zephyrim down. They're going to fire their pistols into the squad out in the open.
Sure thing.
Okay.
T3.
T3, 2 wounds.
2 wounds. What you got for us, Adam?
You are correct. They do effective light cover on FLG terrain.
Okay, so 1 guy's going to go down.
So
he goes back, and the missile goes into them.
Okay.
Let me reroll that 2 to see if I would have missed with it. No, I hit with it, so 1 guy dies.
Oh,
because it was a 2 I rolled, yeah.
I got you. Fair enough.
Stormbolter from...
So the 4-ups make it there.
Yeah, Stormbolter from the vehicle in there.
Did Blood Arrows get the minus on pistols?
Not anymore, no. Stormbolter going into the Rust Stalker. 3 wounds.
Into the Solar Rust Stalker?
Yeah. So he's a 2-up?
Yeah. He takes the wounds.
Okay. And firing the other one long range. 2 hits.
Didn't the other one advance?
They're Argent Shroud.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
No wounds. I used the reroll on that, nothing.
The Sergeant!
The Sergeant.
The Princeps.
All right, so, yep, still alive.
It doesn't matter, I routed that quarter, and it's...
Well, having a Rust Stalker alive always matters.
It does, it's cool points.
All right, charging in. They're going to charge in here.
And I assume you just use Miracle Dice.
Yep.
Oh no, you have the pennant to reroll, but...
I do, but I'd rather just use Miracle Dice.
Oh, they're a little further back.
Yeah, they're a little further back, but I was going to Miracle Dice, so it's going to make it. I could charge both. That seems greedy. So we're going to charge the one that's on the objective. We're just going to drop a 9.
The one that's denying Stranglehold.
Exactly.
Yep.
And we're going to get in there.
Boop. And you're -1 strength and toughness now.
Okay. Strength and toughness?
Yes,
Both
that is Vanguard. Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to try and stay out of range, out of line of sight of the Rangers, but I think the Sulfur Hound's going to have a few things to say to me.
They're going to say hello.
They are going to say hi, yes. So they have 3 attack space apiece and +1 for being Bloody Rose. 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Sergeant. I could activate full rerolls to hit. Doesn't feel necessary.
I feel like you kill. They have a 5-up invul.
They do, and I'll get to be mad if this doesn't work, so that's a bonus.
Jack likes being mad.
I do.
All right, so just 3s, 6s are exploding.
Yep.
So I'll pull out 6s for you.
No 6s? See? No, 1 6.
Hey, you 2 negative early.
But I want to be negative.
The 2 just goes in. You can just keep the 2.
So that goes in.
Oop.
And then 4s because I'm -1 strength somehow.
It's big. That's how they
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
might not.
Roll them 5-ups. It's on the line, Siegs. It's on the line.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm ready. Bye.
Nope.
I've heard tell of your 5-ups. I haven't seen them in action.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard your 5-ups are insane, but
people say that, and then
that happens.
I said I was saving it up on the last live stream that I did, and then in the Austin finals against Manny, turn 2, I turned the 5-ups on.
Yeah, I heard that the 5-ups showed up to work that day.
Yeah, they showed up. They were like, Talos cannot die, literally cannot die.
All right, well, that's going to be a Stranglehold. Can he fill leadership? Is he leadership 6 or something?
He leadership 7.
He's lead 7. Okay,
Yeah.
You lost 2 over here?
1, because the other model didn't actually die because you went to the rest of the
missiles. Got it. Okay, I do get a miracle die for killing something in the shooting phase and in the combat phase, or the fight phase. So 3. I don't believe I've used my reroll yet, so I will do that. Okay.
At the start of my battle run, right? You rerolled the first die? All right, it doesn't matter.
No, I just rolled a 5. I'm pretty sure. But that's going to be a 1 and a 5.
All right, it's a little die over there. And I'm going to gain a command point.
Commander point.
And I'm going to get a 10.
That's right.
Primary.
That's right.
You got Stranglehold, Jack?
I did.
He did get Stranglehold, killing that troop unit.
Booyaka Shah.
So we have... Oh, this unit's in there, right?
No,
They're in there, right?
they got out, yeah.
Okay, just double checking.
That unit got in, that unit got out here, and the Rhino moved over.
Makes sense.
So the Rhinos are now empty, ready to start running into people.
That's what they like to do best. So, I +1 weapon skill this turn, or +3 movement. Did you want to screen this out with the 2 knuckleheads?
Oh yeah, the two
well, we
Dingmonks
talked
are
about
gonna do
that. Don't let me just shoot the backfield.
I would rather if you didn't.
Yeah,
if it's all the same to you,
you're
actually.
good. You're good. All right. So, screening is genuinely important in this game.
Yes. Same thing. I think I could have gotten the squad back in there, but it's just like, nah, let's not do that.
I told him at the beginning, he's like, I'm going to screen it out. Done. All right. So definitely going to put... do I need to go for damage on these rhinos? Not really. I should. These guys are just going to pick up every infantry model, no problem.
Sight, yeah.
So they're definitely getting the Manipulous buff as usual. Who else?
So the main problem here is you're all over my home objective. But this one is
I get to take
being a problem for me.
This
this one's actually kind of out of my reach, which is not great.
I think I might go for the play on tagging that because it has a blast weapon.
It does. The main weapon is blast. Yes.
It's blast.
Yes, it is blast.
Okay.
So if you run in and touch
if it's not,
it,
then I'm
I
not
will be
touching.
sad.
Yeah. Because let's just measure that distance.
No, it is blast. It is a whole bunch against you.
Okay, so that is 12 inches. I move 6, but I could make myself move 9 and make it a 3-inch charge. So
maybe that's just what I want you to do.
You don't auto hit on Overwatch or anything crazy, right?
No.
Okay. And the strat doesn't let you shoot into engagement range? Okay. Just double checking.
No, there's no way you get got about this.
Okay. Just it's good to double check though.
Absolutely.
Ask those questions. Can the fight last unit just eviscerate this between them shooting and them charging? Possibly. But I don't want to leave that up to chance. Because that would... Oh, I have the Sulfur Hands, never mind.
What turn are we in? We're in turn 3?
Should be my turn 3.
Top of 3.
Top of 3. Run out of stuff at a very quick rate.
So they can advance and shoot without any penalty. So they are the prime way to deal with this. And if I shut down there, the Sulfur Hounds hiding behind here won't be able to take any damage the next turn, which means I can then use them the following turn. So I think we're definitely going to do that. I'm going to get these Ruststalkers out as a safety play in case somehow my shooting is garbage. And I don't really need these 2 guys anymore. They're going to just come over here. Let's see. Let's see if I can just touch the edge of that. I don't think so. No. So I have to touch this objective then. Okay.
What's going on?
I cannot touch this objective without being within an inch of you.
Yeah.
So I have to instead touch this for Stranglehold.
That was intentional.
What?
I did that by accident.
Okay.
Yeah. But hey.
Or I can whittle them down with these and then charge in.
I mean, I think that will work. It's going to be the last model I'll pull, though.
Yep. Okay. This transport could actually just do the tagging, and I don't need this anymore. So let's do that, because you have nothing else in reserve, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I have Celestine in reserve, I promise. Celestine, why?
And we'll actually just move these guys. Where are these friendly?
Right behind the Celestians.
Right behind them?
Right behind them.
All right. So we're just going to be outside of that magical 25 with shots onto the Zephyrim. And that's just so I don't want you picking up the troops for no reason. And I'll set them up for
It'll be for a very good reason. I hate them. It's good enough reason for me.
And then we're just going to get off the dense cover and just come this way. Whatever, I'll just still tag it. Okay, these guys are going to advance, and they ignore that sweet advance penalty. Just a 1, but they're moving 13 inches still.
Hey-ya. Are you ready to fail the charge on the and have the Exorcist go to town?
Fail the Snake Eyes with a reroll?
That's right.
But then I make it on a long bomb.
Then you make it roll an 11.
Long bomb, 11.
I don't think it's quite Snake Eyes, but it's... Yeah, you need to roll a 4. So, I mean, I'm not saying there's a high chance.
And then these guys, if they're moving 13, 25, this model's within 25, that model's within 25. So they can get there. Okay. And they're going to shoot that away. The troops over here are just going to... So I need that quarter for Retrieve Octarius. Cannot do it this turn. So...
You get the 2-man out into it. Try and do it that way.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't move past that stuff without a...
Got it.
Because I have to move at an angle and get more than 6 from the center. I can't do that. So I'm going to just do it in this quarter and get it done. So now I have all 3 of these quarters.
Mm-hmm. Again, 5-man troop squad is going to just do it.
Yep. And then stranglehold points. Are these friendly peoples?
You're not being very friendly with them, Siegs.
No. Try not to be, at least. And then the Rust Stalker, he's just going to come over here. And then these guys cannot touch the objective, like Jack said. They're just going to shuffle up.
And then they're going to probably dumpster a Rhino, if I had to guess.
Yeah. I'll probably just split again, and if I don't kill them, I don't kill them. I'll put 1 model on there.
Yeah, might as well.
Let me just make sure I'm outside of 25 of the... Uh-oh.
Yeah, that would be a bad way to find
25.
out. Yep, you're out.
More than out.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're out.
And then these guys will just shuffle around that way. Manipulus will do the same. Sounds good to me. Let's go into shooting. We'll shoot with the infiltrators over there. 5. 10.
You can shoot there with Rangers, right? If you need to. Yeah.
Yeah. 15. 20 shots. 25, and then if you give me 5 more, this is the infiltrator's pistols.
Make me go out back and get a weapon stick you hit me with.
Yes, sir.
So 3s.
And 1 more, 2. And then it is strength 3, so I'm moving you on 4s.
Oh, that's it. Easy. Easy.
No AP on these. On this.
Oh, 3-ups. Classic. I'll live all day. Oh, dead.
Okay.
On the nose, though.
And I do take down your banner with that.
Yes, you do. At the end of the phase, but yes.
Yes, at the end of the phase, you are 100% correct on that. We'll go with these.
The Sulfur Hounds.
I was able to get all the flamers in, so all the flamers are going that way. And then...
Pistols are 18-inch range?
Yep.
Okay.
So, get most of the guys going that way if I want to. There's nothing really else. Let's just start with these guys and see if they can pick up the Zephyrim, and then I can put all my shots that way. So, 1, 2, 3.
Can't you just fire the Rangers right now and just pick them up? Because there's some.
I want to kill the Rhinos too.
All right, fair enough.
So, first unit to Zephyrim. That's going to be 3 auto wounds, and then 4s.
Yeah, these are going to be 2-ups?
Yep.
At least 4 of them, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 2 die.
So 2 in cover die.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually going to take that one there. The one I said I would pull last is not, in fact, the one I'd pull last. It's the one I pull first. I was deceiving you. I was a deceiver.
The other squad. 6s auto wounds.
Okay, 3 wins.
3.
So 2, and then 1. Good.
All right. We'll go with the transport.
That's right, didn't fall back this turn.
No. You didn't tag it, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I was saying that's right. It did not.
12, 16. This stuff gets really scary in Agrippina because it's all extra AP.
Yeah, it's plenty scary now, I'll be honest with you.
So, and then the non-cover model.
So, one guy left.
Okay. That should be good. So I am going to split fire on the Sulfur Hounds because I'm just going to charge the Rhino with those guys.
Okay.
They are going to put, I believe it was 4 models that had pistol shots. Yep. 4 models are going to put their... do I want to actually do that? Yeah, I'm outside of flame range. So 4. Nope, all 5. And then can I get any of these guys that way?
Yep.
Looks like I can get 1 more.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident saying that Celestine not standing back up did not matter
6.
for this game.
6 are going to go there with pistols.
Yep.
And then all the flamers are going there.
I'm just
and
going to save you
2
some
pistols.
time on that.
Okay, so the 6 pistol shots. 3, 4, 5, and then the 6 is, the Sergeant has D3 shots. 3.
Seems good. Are they different?
No, they're same profile.
Same profile. He says D3 for some reason?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's a pulse blast pistol.
A blast pulse.
And they ignore the advanced penalty because of their data sheet rule.
Sounds
Strength
good.
5, AP 1.
All right, so 4 ups. So it's going to be 1 down.
Okay. This is why you have the Rangers.
Pull the Sergeant, I guess. The Rangers are going to...
They're going to pop off.
They are
Jack
going to
likes
pop
say.
off.
So
All right.
we'll go ahead and put 10 guys that here.
All right, we're good there.
We're going to put...
I've been through this before.
And then we're going to put all these others, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's exactly 10. This model is going, and the rest are going to shoot that way.
Got it. So 10 shots into a full health Rhino. You think you got what it takes, Siegs?
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. We're re-rolling. And then 5's re-rolling 1s.
Think you got what it takes to come at the king here, to come at the Rhino?
That was a lot of 5s. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't that many 5s. It was 5. About 18. Yeah. 5 ups. That's some 5s. With 6.
All right, and we'll go ahead and fire the Manipulus over here.
Okay.
Boop. He hits. Wounds. 1 AP3, flat 3 damage.
We are taking it. Okay. So down to 3.
Down to 2.
Flat 3. So
I could not see that Rhino. It has to be this one.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have line of sight to that
it's down to 2.
And I think that is all my shooting. So we'll just do charges.
Okie dokie.
Stalker
Add a
friends.
chokey.
Make it.
Got it. And then the all-important 4. Do it. Do it, baby. Did you want to bring the Traxi down, by the way?
I needed to.
Yes.
They're just in this backfield because I need them for the following turn.
We may not get there.
I need to save them. They're just in this room.
You got it.
More than 25 from your Repentia.
All right, make the 4, baby. Do it.
Do it.
Do what you want. Oh, you're in.
Boop. Based. And I'll honestly just come back that way, so
Heck
far
yeah,
away from
it is.
Vahl. Okay.
All right, you want to hit me?
Yep. Because I killed the sisters over there. The ponies are going to charge that Rhino.
You got it.
I just want you to fall back with it. Not do annoying things. Doesn't make it.
Okay.
That's it. Right over 6. Yeah.
Yeah, 6. 6 doesn't make it?
I think I need at least a 7. Yep.
Yeah, you need a 7.
Yep.
All right.
No, I needed an 8.
You need
It's a little more than an 8. All right, we'll go ahead and activate those Rust Stalkers first. Sergeant plus the Cord Claw, regular dude.
All right.
6s will be mortals, 5s on the normal, so
That's
1
a
mortal.
mortal, and then 2 high AP.
Yep.
AP3?
AP3.
6 up.
To keep it alive, double 1 6 need. Nope.
No, I needed 2 6s because I'm in 2 wounds, so you did mortal.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
Boom booms.
Nope. Okie dokie.
Okay,
So I'm going to get the Stranglehold and give Jack a 5 on primary.
Yeah.
We technically get this silly fight
You
over
do.
here.
We get to punch each other.
Nope.
No hits, but I...
Exorcist. 6 explode into a 6.
Oh. So that's going to be 2 hits.
Yep. T6.
2 wounds. Baby.
Fail
I
one.
bet you regret coming in now.
So we're going to be at 11, okay, Jack?
Yeah.
There we go.
That thing is 12 wounds?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it wants to give up 2 bring it down points for sure. Well,
Oh, shush you. You only have 1 in the list. 2 bring it down points. Never
and then my last my
saucy.
CP at the end of the turn is bringing these back into reserve.
So nothing is in range of the Repentia, which means they can't do anything. Yeah.
Boost to throw.
Oh,
no, I
no,
can't.
they can't do
yeah,
that
I'm
anymore.
doing it the next turn.
Yeah, you'll do that next turn.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Well, this game is well and truly over. Repentia can't do anything, nor will they get to do anything next turn. Vahl will kill like 2 of these. That's it. That thing will fall back. You're going to tag it again the following turn.
Yep.
So this game is cooked. I'm done.
Why don't you talk about sisters? Because both of us, I believe, rank them in S tier. Oh, not S tier.
No,
A
not
tier.
S tier. A tier. So they're pretty good. I think this I don't think Celestine standing back up would not have made a difference. It would have made me feel better, obviously.
Or
So I think the matchup's pretty bad, but I don't think it's necessarily bad. I think the matchup's fine. I think the part that matters is the mission, and I think it's the terrain, critically. You had a setup here with all your rangers, because you identified that if you start moving your rangers this way, I can't post up here, and since there's nothing in my deployment zone that lets me hide here, there's no way for me to set up behind this piece of terrain. If I can set up around this piece of terrain, my pieces are active enough. The main problem is here is you can control the board while I'm sitting behind a ruin back here. So I think it comes down to a lot of that. I kept having to make desperation plays, and I wasn't getting to your home objective. Meanwhile, your home objective looks like my home objective looks like your home objective.
do you think just simply putting a Repentia squad back there?
They would have gotten blown up.
Well, you can hide a Repentia squad, but just the threat of 25 inches, I cannot actually move the rangers that until I deal with them.
Yeah, I mean, you had the Rust Stalkers, and turn 1 you would have gone, or not the Rust Stalkers, the Service Raiders. Turn 1 you would have gone here. You would have then gone 15 inches, you would have come out to here, you would have seen them, you would have blown them up. There was nowhere to hide back there. So
If you save them as your, because I used the Service Raiders as one of my first drops, so you got to see that they were, with a pregame move, can't actually get there.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no way for me to
I just think
there.
there need to be some sort of melee threat over on that side
Right,
to force me to not go.
I agree about that,
Yeah.
but there was no way to hide.
Yeah.
So you could have also just 12-inch moved right up here and blown me up, and then you have the same board state. I get the Raiders, but whatever.
Yeah.
So
Do you think it's just the mobility of early game of Metallica that's really quite difficult to play around? Because I played a lot of Sisters.
It is tough. I think Hammer and Anvil's a lot better because it narrows the frontage.
Yeah.
Right? So that means you can't start getting around my flank because my flank is like right next to my castle.
Exactly.
So you can't do that. So I think it's the combination of the mission and the fact that I can't hide anywhere in my deployment zone on this side.
Okay.
That made this game as rough as it did.
Do you think that Sisters having just trouble on Dawn of War style in general?
I think they actually did.
Because you played a lot of games with Sisters at tournaments.
I played a few, not as many as John, so I'd be interested to hear his opinion on it. But I think Sisters do struggle more on Dawn of War. They want the frontage of the... So what I mean by that is if we're playing Hammer and Anvil, if you want to switch to the top down, if we're playing Hammer and Anvil deployments, the front of the board is 44 inches wide.
Yep.
So that's the territory we're fighting over. That's like, you're kind of narrowing the board edge. Whereas here it's 60 inches wide, and that's so much harder to control. Sisters want to set up one castle and then operate out of that.
Yeah.
Whereas
The multiple castles is tough.
There's no way I can have multiple castles, especially if there's no line of sight blocking back there.
Yeah.
So I think my goose was cooked from that point, although I think the matchup is fine. But to be honest with you, Admech are still scary, man. They're still really good.
This is my list with about 260 cut out of it.
And I still felt like I was running out of stuff and you were just chilling.
I just had more stuff.
You still had more stuff than me, man. How broken is it?
So, I mean, how I kept roughly the same number of units is I had to trim, but trimming is really okay against Sisters.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see this against some of the tougher armies,
That would
like
be
the new
interesting.
Tyranids Monster Mash, which is going to be insane. Drukari Coven builds.
Yeah. See whether you have the damage to punch
Exactly.
through.
Some of those tougher armies, losing those couple extra models might actually make a huge
Because
difference.
to me, a 7-man squad is exactly the same as a 10-man. It kills me 15 times rather than 20.
This is also the matchup where this guy's buffs, 6-inch -1 toughness aura, and the 3-inch reroll wounds, that doesn't matter at all.
Does not matter at all. Into Covens,
It matters a lot. Yeah. So.
He sprints forward, he drops that down, and then,
Sisters are a good character assassination army, especially with Celestine. So she could have come after the Manipulus, so that's why I just played it safe. Didn't even try and go for -1.
Absolutely.
I could have.
It's also harder when the board's this wide. Like it's harder to run your characters up and make meaningful connections.
The most important thing was make sure the Rangers got to pick up whatever you committed each turn. So I had to put them at an angle where they could achieve that, and that meant the Manipulus had to be out of the way.
So if we look at the board state as it exists right now, I cannot charge out of my castle to hit you. Period. You're out of range. But you still have control over 4 of the 6 objectives, and I can't do anything about it.
And this is how I've played my AdMech for a while.
Yeah.
You see it on like Sweep and Clear when we played. Just being able to have infiltrators initially hold down an area and then control the rest of it. This is just how I like to play AdMech and why the veteran cohort is so powerful.
Absolutely. I knew I needed to try to set up in here, but couldn't make it work, because if I set up in here, then all of a sudden I am controlling, you know,
the Rust Arc
I'm controlling 5
17
objectives.
inches, and then they kill one Rhino, consolidate around the other one.
Yeah.
And it's also very,
The point is, setting a castle there controls 5 of the 6 objectives with my threat range, whereas setting a castle here controls 2. And it's just not the same.
Do you think just having 1 Bloody Rose Rhino to be able to push up here with the Repentia?
I think you would have made the same play and pushed up, and then you would have just...
I like the Bloody Rose Rhino.
You would have just taken my charge, and then you would have just walked through it. I think I needed a full castle setup, not 1 unit.
Not 1 unit. Okay, that makes sense. Adam, we have any questions, or do you have any questions for us?
We do have a couple of questions. First and foremost, we have one from Matto. He asks, have you guys thought about splashing some Novites for a cheap offset combat?
It's interesting. You can't just take him as your troop. I believe you have to take them...
So you need to take them with a battle...
With a Battle Sister Squad, which is really what I don't like. Because the Battle Sister Squads are not good. I mean, I'm taking 1 in this list, and that's under protest.
Yeah,
you know, I wouldn't if I could get around it, but I need the CP.
I believe some European lists have actually just gone for the Vanguard and the Spearhead and just been like, whatever.
I mean, I appreciate where they're coming from on that. You know, I really do. The Battle Sister Squad is not fun, and also you unlock more better units. Like, you get more units that are better in the slots because you're not limited to just 2 slots of each type on the patrol.
Kelsey asks up next, how can an army that relies on setup and terrain be rated?
Well, all armies really rely on some aspect of terrain. Whether shooting armies rely on there being being a lesser amount, and melee armies rely on there being a greater amount. That's 40k and how it's always been, really.
Honestly, a great example is White Scars. White Scars are still an incredibly powerful army.
For sure.
Advance and charge, +1 damage. Even though there's some -1 damage, they still hit extremely hard, especially like Blade Guard and everything. So. But there are a lot of terrain formats that aren't suited to them because there's either only 1 launching point, and if your opponent can move block that launching point or just delay the units coming out of it, really dramatically slows down the White Scars.
I think what would be interesting is ITC formats are player placed, so you will guarantee, like, I know I will have a castle where I want it, and I'll have, like, if this had been player placed, I would have set up something in my deployment zone here, and then I would have set up something here, set up this first, and then set up something here to block it off, and then I would have hopped from my castle from there to here, and that would have, so player place helps that a lot, because you can guarantee that your side of the board is going to be how you want it.
It's the same for the Metallica list, because I get to aggressively put the ruins up.
Exactly.
And then I have 2 launching points on both sides.
Exactly. The game would look a lot like a GW Open, honestly. Exactly. We have a whole bunch of terrain pieces right in the center, and
we're going to just come after each other, turn after turn.
Exactly. People like to look at lists that rely on terrain and then say, well, it doesn't work if you don't have terrain. I mean, that's the case, sure. But shooting armies also, if there's a lot of terrain like GW Open, pure gun lines do not work.
Nope.
Period.
We've seen that 3 events.
In fact, in ITC, player placed, where you can set up your home field terrain, like, as I said, I can make sure you can't see any of this. You know, you'll get to see big swaths down the center. That doesn't matter. I'll hold the objectives. I'll be where I need to be. I'll stage perfect launching points to start hopping up the board. Shooting armies don't appreciate that. So there's always going to be a give and take on terrain. There's no one army that's going to be good on every single terrain because that just doesn't exist.
There are some armies that are just straight broken, though.
Well, I was saying that, but like,
Drukhari can
Big
almost
City
play.
does not care. Grey Knights care less, but they do want more terrain, I think, because they have the mobility, they have fast combatiness.
It's also matchup dependent.
It is certainly is. If I play into AdMech with Grey Knights, I want more terrain. So there is no army that you can rate just as a, well, it doesn't take terrain into account. And terrain is important for 40k. It's like one of the most important things, honestly.
This is one of the things we practice a lot, is just the particular terrain format and just master our lists on it.
Yeah. because every terrain format's different, which means every list is going to play different on every terrain format.
Yep.
Okay, next up. Do you guys think AdMech are a good counter to Thick City with all of their single damage weapons?
You can answer first, because
well, I don't know all the tools you have at your disposal as well as you do. Mr. keeps an AdMech book next to his bed. But I think
keep all three, Jack.
You keep, that's right. R.I.P. Anyway, mass single damage is definitely where you want to be against Drukhari. You might have the firepower to pick them up, honestly. Rangers put out a ton of firepower that puts them to a 5-up armor save, gives them, I mean, you're taking Mechanicus, so you wouldn't give them the mortal wounds on 6s, but you have a ton of damage. Rust Stalkers can be pretty good. If you throw the reroll wounds in there, that can be very strong. So you have the counterpunch to tell Thick City, I will kill you if you come in. The question is, will they take that hit, kill your character, walk through it, kill your backfield, and continue on with their game? And the answer is maybe, maybe not. We'll have to test it.
A lot of it comes down to how well you do the charges and what you send up. Because I did a lot of move blocking here to make it hard for Jack to come back into the units that I committed. You need to do the same thing against Drukhari so their characters don't run wild. But I have -1 toughness in 2 different ways. The 6-inch aura that works on any type of unit, and then their -1 strength and toughness aura, which works on monsters and infantry.
Absolutely.
So, or just non-vehicles. And then I have the reroll wounds from Metallica. All of that comboed, potential pluses to strength, extra attacks, they actually do a tremendous amount of damage to the Drukhari units. I can get +1 to wound on both the Ranger unit and the Sulphur Hounds, and combined they put out a ton of damage. So I have the damage to do it. It's going to come down to how well do I play against minimizing their counter assault, like Jack.
Absolutely, it'd be very interesting.
Yeah, and we might actually play.
No,
we played something similar in the Warhammer a couple weeks ago.
Maybe AdMech still the best list in the game. Who knows?
Next question. Hey guys, just came in. Has Richard talked about Tau yet with Montcalm Garden?
I have not. Love both rules. I think they're both. It's really nice that not only do both rules interact with different turns, except for turn 3 where they both interact, but they do very different things, and it's chosen at the start of each game, so you're not stuck with one particular one. Because right now, when you build in like Farsight, you're pretty much just double Monka almost certainly,
right. Yeah.
Especially because it's fallback and shoot. But with both of these, yeah, Kalyon's the fallback and shoot one, but Monka has a lot of good utility, and so I like that it's 2 options you choose per game, and you get to decide after deployment as well. So you can see if your opponent's got picked defensive secondaries and is going to sit back. Yeah. Heck yeah, I'm going for Kalyan, and I'm going to play the late game against them and have all these exploding attacks. I think the mechanic is awesome. Glad to see that they updated Kalyan and Monka. Excited to see how Shadow Sun and Farsight interact with it. Because if they extend the turns or give you extra benefits, wow.
That'd be interesting. Very interesting.
I really like both of them.
All right, next one. How does Richard think this AdMech list deals with armor, say against Freeblade Knights with lots of OBSEC?
Yeah, so this is where this character right here is absolutely essential. The -1 toughness, yeah. So there's T6 now, and I'm rerolling wounds.
T7.
What's that?
T7 on free blades. Is there T8 normally?
Armigers
are...
Oh, against Armigers?
Yeah, Armigers. The Armiger spam version. He is essential. Brings them down to T6. You get reroll wounds, +1 strength, so now moving on 4 is rerolling. It's massive deal. I also have a lot of bodies to just drown them. But like I said, I have +1 to wound on 2 different units that do the same damage.
I mean, you play the standard game against Armigers, which is you move your Rust Stalkers up, be scary, you establish your threat back here, the ignores AP -1, -2, so you're balancing your shots. And then you just say, do you want to come in?
And then
otherwise, I'll stay in control of the objectives. That's fine with you?
Exactly.
And if it's not fine with them, they come forward and Rust Stalkers just start cleaning up.
If they're running a lot of Moraxes, I try and wrap the Moraxes, kill the combat ones.
Absolutely, because the Moraxes don't appreciate that.
Yeah, even though they have I have enough OBSEC bodies, and I'll just shove so many units in there that it doesn't matter they have OBSEC.
On Chaos Knights, they'll start losing their ballistic skill pretty fast, and then
do mortals to themselves.
They'll do mortals to themselves, and then their guns are heavy. So in combat, they'll be hitting on 5s or 6s maybe, and it's just even with exploding 6s.
On light terrain, that list is just scary for everybody though. For sure.
Yes, for sure, because it just goes first, everything moves really, really far, and then...
But I've got great move blocking tools as well with the Cerberus Raiders and the cheap units, the Infiltrators, so I think I can slow them down enough. And
if you can't hide your main brick of Skitarii, you could be in some real problems there, because they go first and they just start blasting.
Most good terrain, player placed at frontline or Games Workshop, you'll be able to hide no problem.
That's true. So I would be fine on most of those terrain formats, but yes, I mean, obviously the caveat is it's a brutal shooting army, so you have to be prepared for that.
All right, last one, guys. Richard, what's your plan against Hiveguard, if you got one?
I think the best the best thing to do against Tyranids is put them under a massive amount of pressure.
I agree.
Pop the +1 save, and if they commit, they're not going to table you in one turn. List does a lot of damage, but it buffs 2 particular units, and they don't just kill my army. And then the turn after that is just extremely brutal.
It's possible. I've played max aggro against.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think I'm just dead.
Yeah, you're definitely not just dead. You can make one unit ignore the Hive Guard, which is very good. The Sulphur Hounds, honestly, if you give them a 2-up and then you make them ignore IP1 and 2, will just go forward.
With the amount of flamers they have, you can't easily charge in there
Exactly. So they're just going to tank shots. They're going to have flamers. You can't just charge in. I worry that the Hive Guard are going to crank into things turn after turn. He's just going to take a 30-man squad, line the board, 30-man squad, line the board, and then eventually you're going to run out of stuff. You have a lot of stuff and a lot of instances of stuff, which means that he can't just, you don't have big units, he can just crank an entire Hive Guard shooting phase into, boom, and then double tap, kill something else big.
Yeah.
You have a lot of like small ones, or you have units that are like 10 models with a 5-up invul and 5-up feel no pain.
Yep,
He's going to kill like 3, and then he's going to fire somewhere else, and then, oh look, they got to live.
Yeah. So that first turn, I pop the +1 save, 5-up feel no pain on the key unit I want to survive, and then from there, I'm able to put a lot of pressure on the list.
But it is go forward. You can't just hang out at range.
Exactly. You don't play the tactical kind of trading game that I typically like. It's, I am here, turn 2, I'm in your deployment zone with almost all my army. How are you going to stop this? So it's going to be a lot of move blocking. But I think actually more Taraxi is better against Tyranids because they can jump over the first screen and have a crazy threat range.
Yeah, and you put them in the transport. So the transport just boogies up the board turn 1.
Exactly.
And then you have a unit that can hop out and do stuff.
If I can tag the Hive Guard for a turn, that'll give me enough breathing room to do a bunch of
I know John has plenty of tricks in his bag to try and counter all this, so it'd be a very interesting game as well. Maybe another thing.
I think Tyranids are favored, just because I think they have some...
I think they might be, yeah.
I think they're favored, but I think I could absolutely pull it out.
I think you're going to run into the problems of just 30 dudes are going to stand in front of you, and then you run into the wall, and then you consolidate past it once you kill them in combat, or you just kill them in shooting and you don't get to move. And then another 30-man squad is going to line in front of you, and you're going to start running out of Rust Dogs and Infiltrators very quickly. It is kind of a problem, and also wrapping the transport is a real concern. So it's a very
I have
interesting
enough stuff
game,
to block it off, but I think
you go forward.
Yep, there's no patient play against Tyranids. I think
Absolutely
you do
not.
crippling damage or you don't.
Okay, switching over to the sister side of things. We've got 2 more questions that we have to wrap up, guys. How does sisters deal with Hive Guard, and what are your thoughts on Valorous Heart Sisters with Warsuits?
Hive Guard.
And pennant engines?
I do not like Hive Guard in general, but sisters hate them in specifically. Sisters are allergic to indirect fire. They just are. Unfortunately, I can't get across. The answer is you do the same plan as Richard, but much worse. You start on the line and you go. But the problem is that turn 1, he's going to pick up the Sacresants, and then he's going to shoot again, and he's going to pick up the Repentia, or he's going to pop Rhinos. I'm not getting to him in time, and he is just going to gun me down. It's going to be charged with the Light Brigade. As soon as if the Rhinos go forward, 30 Gaunts are just going to wrap them. I can't get out. I also can't shoot into you, so that we're going to sit there forever. And if he pops the Sacresants and the Repentia and the Sacresants, he's just going to fire firepower into me, and then all of a sudden it's unlike Siegs, where he can, if he blocks off the center of the board, Siegs can just deal with it.
Yeah.
If he wraps the Rhinos that are trying to go forward, I cannot deal with it.
Does the Exorcist change the matchup in that you could actually limit the Hive Guard damage?
So it does. I can indirect fire, and I would be indirect firing.
I bet you would.
The main issue is if they have, the Exorcist is massive against Hive Guard. If you go first and they roll bad and you roll good and you pick up 4 of the Hive Guard, you are in a much, much better spot, for sure. If you go second, they'll pop it. They just will. It's 36-inch range. They can move and do it. You're dead.
On Hammer and Anvil, you should be.
Hammer and Anvil, it's possible. Yeah. You're 48-inch, they're 36. You can't stay out of it. It does matter whether or not they take the upgrade to ignore AP1 and 2. Because if they do that, you're AP2, they stand in cover, all of a sudden they're taking 3-ups, they'll CP reroll 1, and they have a 6-up feel no pain. It's unlikely, and they'll also throw a 5-up feel no pain on them. If they go first, it is unlikely that you kill more than 1 on shooting. But if they roll really bad, and you roll really good, that can set yourself up for success later. I like the Exorcist. It provides some long-range firepower. It's not something to rely on. But the Exorcist, I actually like it. It's a great to the last, because it just stands in the back. On against a lot of opponents, it's just going to stand way back here, and what's going to deal with it?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
You just let it shoot turn.
It just shoots turn after turn. The indirect is not how you use it most of the time. You just find the longest angle possible, and it just stays alive because it's got 48-inch range. I like it. I actually do. I've come around to it. I made fun of John, and that's on me. All right. Well, that looks like that's all the questions that we have. Very interesting game going on. I think AdMech's still very strong, still a force people have forgotten about. What do you think?
I still rank them as A tier. I think they're still a strong army. Like, the core rules that they got are very good. The points increases mean you have less tools, so I can't make any mistakes. Like, if I threw away a couple extra units here, I would actually...
You ended with so many more units than me. Like, I was trading. I was getting the trades off.
I think it's because when you commit the shooting, you whittled down units, and then I still had more stuff.
It's true. You did have more stuff, but I think they might start worming their way back up. They're definitely an A tier. They might worm their way back up to S.
I don't know about that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
For sure.
If I can beat, the Drukhari list and the Tyranids, then yeah, they would be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks so much to Adam for being on the PC. He's going to have a bigger spotlight on Art of War. And we're going to be doing a series of bringing Adam back into competitive 40K, so look forward to that. But once again, thanks for hanging out with us. We've got some really cool stream matches coming up. We've got me playing the Tau. It'll be the last time that I play the old school Tau before the new book. And it is a bet match against Mr. Nick Nanavati. He has bet a pub sub and ice cream that he could beat with demons if you watch the tier list that we did together.
Specifically, demons with splitting horrors. He's going to try and have like an 100-man unit, and you're just going to put him in the ground.
He said that he was trying to rank them as A tier. Jack and John saw that, I saw that, I put an end to it.
Yeah, you were there for the discipline, thank God, because if he was by himself, they'd be up in A, S even. CSM tried to end up in B tier under his watch, and you were there to shut all that
I'm going to use Tau, which we have all ranked as one of the worst factions in the game, and beat him into the ground.
Yeah, so just show him.
Look forward to that on Thursday, where skill is going to be just demonstrated with the Tau. And then in the War Room, John is playing Tyranids. I think he's actually he was originally going to be the winning list from the New Orleans Frontline event, but I think he wants to do the Crusher Stampede, so the new Tyranid Army of Renown White Dwarf that leaked yesterday. I think he wants to play that, so he's going to play it up against, I believe I'm playing Coven Heavy Drukhari, so that should be a great matchup to see.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There's so many rules in 40K, hundreds of events, and constant updates. Skip the learning curve of Warhammer and join the pros. Art of War is led by multiple world champions with decades of success. We teach clinics, stream games, and inspire you to succeed at your favorite hobby. Join our global community of gamers just like you.